Live. There we go. Hello, hello,
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen.
Our Thoughts podcast. We back. Um,
As always.
Funny enough, this is actually we were just talking about before we got on. This is the second live stream that Matt and I have been on today.
Today.
Yeah. So we are, we're working, we're grinding. We got a lot of stuff coming soon. The live stream has nothing to do with the podcast, by the way. That was just
Yeah.
it's
We don't have
just
like a
like a
secret YouTube channel or something that we've been hiding, but it was for
yeah.
school assignment, so it's okay.
Yeah. But no, it's but we do have stuff coming soon. We planned some stuff. We're outlining them. Well, Matt has his stuff outlined. I'm still lagging behind. But hey, man, what I will say about the next coming weeks for the Our Thoughts podcast is when it rains, it pours. We're gonna have some good content up for you guys. But anyways. Let's see. I know I usually ask you how your week's been, but let me first ask like, what's up? What have you been listening to this past week, man? What kind
Man.
of music have you been? A lot of good music has been coming out lately, and we'll
Yeah.
we'll talk about obviously the elephant in the room. Um,
What this
but
whole live stream is titled, but yeah.
yeah, but yeah, man, what you been listening to?
I've been listening to a lot of different stuff actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I have been kind of going on TikTok and following people who recommend music, mainly
Mm.
because they're like actually pretty good recs, and I always get like really like not very big um, users or something like that. It's just always like kind of smaller users who have like the best recommendations.
Yeah.
And so obviously, I've been listening to, Donda. I'm still listening to Donda, of course.
Uh-huh.
I've been listening to that has caused me to revisit some of Kanye's old projects. So
Mm.
I was listening to a lot of 808s and Heartbreaks the other day. But I was also listening to this really good album it's a collaborative album by Blue Madlib and Med or Med, not sure how to pronounce that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously Madlib has been featured or like has worked with MF Doom a lot, and so this is in that realm of rap, and it's this album called Bad Neighbor,
Bad
which
Neighbor.
yeah, highly recommend. I recommend the Knock Knock, which has MF Doom feature, and then
Mm-hmm.
also the Strip, which has an Anderson .Paak feature, which is
Oh,
really good. But that whole album is really good, like no skips at all in the whole
wow.
album. So
How many records is it? Is it like a nice lengthy project or is it one of those shorter, concise things?
it's like an average like 15 songs, about an hour long,
Mm.
like 50 minutes. But it's a it's a great album. So highly recommend if you are. I've been just really into rap recently because there's been so much rap music.
Yeah.
I usually
Hitler Wears Hermes by
I
West Side.
it's also something I've been listening
Fire.
to, bro. Fire. West Side
Yes.
Gun Man has been killing it. I like this album, the Hitler Wears Hermes, more than his Pray for Paris, in my opinion. Even though
Mm.
Pray for Paris has really good features on it, I think conceptually the sounds from this new album I enjoy more.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I think Pray for Paris had some more commercial appeal.
Hmm.
Like it was a little more easier to understand, but Hitler Wears Hermes is just bars,
Yeah.
fire, grinding, like all it's so dope. Yeah, the Griselda gang, man, they've just been like Benny the Butcher came out with
Hmm.
an album very recently. I'm forgetting what it's called. A couple albums recently, and it's I was fire as well. So yeah, man, I've been definitely listening to a lot of rap. Obviously, Certified Lover Boy. I've been checking that out. I've been checking out Donda as well. There's a new album by Little Sims who I've been listening
Yeah.
to, and the album is incredible. It's probably my favorite album out of everything that's came out the last 2 weeks in terms of just like how much I've come back to it.
Hmm.
And another album that I've been listening to a lot that I've mentioned before on the podcast is Kenyon Dixon, Expectations, man. That album is
Yeah.
whew, that album is beautiful and it's R&B vibes like to the fullest extent. I love that album. Also, hold on. Curry mentioned Shang-Chi. I have watched
Did you
Shang-Chi.
see it? I haven't seen it yet, so I've been
Yeah,
hearing
so
great things though.
incredible things. I
Yeah.
hope, because it is an incredible movie. It was my first movie back at the movie theaters since the Panda
No, wait,
Sal.
wait, really?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
I've just been kind of holding back, and everything's up to this point has been both streaming and
True, true.
theaters. So I've kind of just been lacking on that end. Like I was just like, yeah, it's at home, so I might as well just watch here.
Right.
And we were actually gonna because it's my mom's birthday coming up this weekend, and we were planning like a movie night party, and we were like, yeah, let's watch
Nice.
Shang-Chi then. And then we come to learn, we planned out, sent out all the invitations. By all the
Oh,
invitation, I just mean like 10 people, 12 people, sent all the invitations, and then we realized, oh shit, it's not on
not
streaming.
streaming. Yeah.
So
Theater
we're just
only release.
yeah, which is cool. I like, part of me was like fuck, like what are we gonna do for this party? But
Yeah.
another part of me was like, okay, like cool, like Shang-Chi's gonna save the movie industry.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like now they're actually like putting out release dates for a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, the movie itself was incredible. So inspired.
Mm.
It's not just like, yeah, like a lot of the MCU movies can be kind of dull sometimes, it can be really
Yeah.
it's like a lot of interchangeable parts kind of thing, but Shang-Chi is its own thing. It's like a breath of fresh air. They got the juice, man.
Dude,
Phase
that's dope.
four,
That's dope.
Phase four has been incredible.
We got that 88 Rising on the soundtrack. A little bit of Luke
Yes.
Bryan I saw, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Some Anderson Paak in there.
Anderson Paak. Yeah.
Janae Aiko, Sway Lee, great soundtrack.
Stacked. Stacked.
It
I love
fits
that.
with the
I love
movie.
that
Yeah.
Marvel movies are doing that. Kind of coupling that their movies with stacked albums. I mean, obviously Black Panther comes to mind, but yeah, I think it's super cool. I think it makes it a multi-sensory experience.
Yeah, man, it makes it a whole thing. Like it feels like you know how we talk about artists with eras, right? And now we
Yeah,
got the like movie eras type things. And what's up, Luke?
that little
How are
sus
you?
comment.
How you doing, son? But yeah, man, Shang-Chi, incredible movie.
Awesome.
Definitely. I will, as a kid, man, the first movie that I had ever been disappointed in as a kid was Dragon Ball Evolution, right?
Oh.
And it just completely tainted everything about that I love about Dragon Ball. And I was like, damn, they're never gonna come out with a good Dragon Ball movie. And
Mm.
sure enough, Shang-Chi comes out, and it's like everything I wanted from a Dragon Ball Z type
Yo.
thing. Like the characters are the main character is likable, the action is super built and
Very
built up
cool.
to and intense, and I love it. Obviously, me being Asian, like that was also a big plus. So seeing like a positive,
Hmm.
male, whatever, ever, all that stuff that they say, it does mean a lot. So it's dope. It's really dope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'd rather see it in theaters. It's like a big superhero movie. I feel like it's
yeah,
worth the theater watch. But
hmm
that's crazy that
absolutely.
this was your first return back to the theater experience in probably like 2 years.
I
If you think
know,
about it,
and
damn.
oh man, the popcorn, man, the popcorn is like
Yup.
incredible. Like because I had worked at a movie theater,
Hmm.
and
Where did you see it?
I saw it in Regal Cinema over right by my house. It's like
Okay,
10 minutes away.
nice,
I saw it on IMAX,
nice.
large box of popcorn, uh, beautiful stuff, man. Audio is incredible. Like I was just appreciating the whole experience, just because I've been watching at my couch or on my
Yeah.
laptop and all that kind of stuff. Curry asked, how do you like your popcorn?
How do I like my popcorn? Layered,
Yeah.
butter layered. And
Yes.
they always are
Yes.
like, you'll get two answers, or like two reactions from the kiosk people.
Mm,
They'll be like, yeah, sure, and they'll do it,
mm.
or they'll kind of look at you weird and be like, and then like
Yeah, dude.
have to do it.
What I used to do when I worked at the theater, and like someone said like, "Yo, layer it up with a lot of butter."
Yeah,
I used to go, boom, 2 scoops, a lot of butter,
yeah,
2 scoops, a lot of butter, and just keep rinse and repeat. And
yeah,
they'll be like, "Yo, like what's up? Like
yeah. That's how you do
you know
it.
how much." Yeah, you gotta get the pop, because like the thing is, man, the the bottom gets really like dry once you get
Right.
if you just got the butter on top.
It doesn't
But
seep
damn,
through.
man.
It's got to be equally buttered.
Yes.
I hate when there's
Yes.
places where like the worst answer I can get if I ask for layered butter is they're like, "Oh, actually we don't like there's a butter machine that we have to go to yourself." And so they already put it in the
Yeah.
bag. I'm like, "Okay, great. So you don't do I can't layer my butter now."
No, what I've seen people do is they take a straw and
Nah.
jam it inside the popcorn and then pour the popcorn or the butter into that straw, and that's how they get it into the
Okay, that's
middle.
pretty
Or
smart.
yeah,
I
it's
think I would ask for like another bag, like if they can
mm,
even do that, like another just empty bag, and then I'd pour it out and then layer and then pour it back in.
oh,
But
that's true.
I don't
That's
know, they
true.
might not let me do that.
Or you could take like they always have like another box that you could put in.
Yeah,
I guess you could just put some of the popcorn in there. Yeah. Uh, I guarantee we're gonna talk about music soon, but
this
we've
is
just been
equally as important. Our butter preferences.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see here. We got Akash. Where are we all from? I'm from the Bay. Matt's from LA. We met in the Bay Area, so
No, I'm from
we're
the Bay
repping.
Area.
Oh no no no, yeah. I'm sorry. I mean like
Yeah,
currently. Yeah, you live in
I live
LA.
in the LA right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're obviously Bay certified. Like I don't even got to question that.
Mm.
Let's see.
Luke
Let's see.
likes extra butter with nacho cheese. Oh my
I've
god,
seen that before. I've seen people. Do you dip it into the nacho cheese? I've seen people pour it all over,
that's a
and
lot,
that's
bro.
messy.
That's too messy for me.
I don't want to have to use forks for my popcorn.
No.
Like,
You ever put like milk duds in the popcorn?
I've heard that. I haven't tried it.
It's
Is
pretty
it?
good. It's
Is it bussin'?
yeah, it's like, it's like a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty, so you can kind of like
Mm.
mix and match.
Yeah.
Because I like sweet and savory things, so I like having both.
Yeah. I've
So I
also.
recommend.
I'd also recommend, obviously, if you're into this kind of stuff, like some tapatio, obviously,
Mm.
like pour it in if you guys like a little bit of spiciness on top. Oh, Luke says he dips it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say pouring it on top so a
That's
bit
a
much.
lot.
Like I'm just imagining I'm watching the movie and I'm not even looking at the bucket, I put my hand in the bucket and I just come out with just, completely covered in cheese.
Yeah.
And that's just not a fun experience for everyone, I think. Uh, but yeah, let us know what snacks you like to get. Do you get any candy? Are you a candy person when you watch movies?
Yeah, I like candy. Milk duds, like
Yeah.
I said. Or
Yeah.
sometimes I like sour candy. I get Sour Patch. Or
I like Sour Patch Kids, yeah.
the I I call it this because literally when I was a kid, this is what everyone called it. But the gay bacon, the what I forget, I don't even know what it's called. That's just the sour strips of the rainbow strip
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Here's the big question here. How do you tackle drinks at the theater? Do you like, especially for like a longer movie, do you not care about drinks? Do you try to, do you have like a large, do you go full on large drink, Diet Coke, drinking throughout the whole thing, and then do you leave at some point during the movie to go to the restroom, or do you like not drink at all during movies to try to
mm,
preserve that?
I like. I don't really know. I think what I usually do is I'll get a soda and a water, mainly
Okay.
because you're eating a shit ton of salty food, and
Yeah.
then the soda doesn't help, and so you need like some sort of water. But if the
Yeah.
only bottled water they have is Dasani, then you're kind of out of luck because
Yeah.
they put salt in Dasani water, so you're just gonna be your cholesterol will be through the roof after the 3 hour movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. There's at one like it's I don't know. At one point, like I'm not even thinking. Like I can sit even though I can drink like a whole like large thing of soda.
Uh-huh.
I will not get up until the movie is over. Like I just get like distracted or something that distracts me from like. And then once it's over, I realize I have to pee really bad, and then that's
Yeah.
when I go.
Yeah, if the
Um,
movie's good enough, I will forget that I need to pee altogether. Like
yeah,
will be caught up in the movie that it's like,
yeah,
whatever. But if I go to the restroom during the movie, the movie wasn't like I don't
yeah,
care enough about
yeah.
the movie to
If I
be
go to
like,
if I go to the bathroom, I don't really care about the movie.
right. Yeah, so there you go. There's our movie breakdown, our movie going habits as the
Yeah.
theater is coming back. Obviously, turn off your phones and all that stuff. But yeah, we got a nice little show packed up. This is gonna be a pretty fun show. Like I mentioned on Twitter, there is a secret segment that we're gonna do towards the end that even Matt doesn't know what's gonna happen. So, stay tuned. You guys are gonna be able to have some fun as well. That's all I'll say for now. Um, but yeah. Oh, also another thing. Let's go ahead and plug our Frank Ocean video. We didn't get to
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
last time we talked. We were just kind of
We
we were
teased
hyping
it.
it up.
We
We were
teased it.
teasing it. Yes, but now that we can talk about it, do you wanna? Why don't you go ahead and hype it up for them?
Yeah, sure. So we dropped a video couple days ago. I think like 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago,
Mhm.
about Frank Ocean. Definitely, I think came a little bit from left field. It seems like, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of really interesting comments on that video. I posted it on the Frank Ocean subreddit. Got some interesting interactions there too. Even the Blonded blog, that is like the main source of anything Frank Ocean. They're like, if you
Yeah.
go to, I think, blondedblog.com, it's like a full-on archive. You can go on and find unreleased songs, stuff like that. So they reached out to us and gave us their thoughts on the video. So go over there, show it some love.
Mhm.
Definitely a different style of video we've ever done. So I think that's what's kind of interesting. A style I think that we could kind of continue.
Yeah.
We're kind of thinking of making a series of a more like explained series. I think that's how I labeled the video name.
Yeah.
Kind of explaining different situations, kind of the drama or more of like the backstory behind, headlines and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
but yeah, go ahead, check it over there. It's
Amazing
about
video.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's really fun. A lot of research went into it, so we appreciate you give it a little like. And if you guys are here and are new to the live stream, go ahead and let us know. Subscribe down below. Check out that video. But yeah, that's just one of many videos we got loaded up in the chamber right now. So
Yep.
get ready.
Yes, sir. Curry says you're gonna be exposing everybody. Yeah, we're about to story of Adidon everybody right
Bro.
now. Where it's about to be a very interesting time for the Our
Yeah,
Thoughts podcast.
nothing goes under our radar.
Hey, Robadool, what's up, man?
What up,
I
what up,
wish
what up?
I wish I knew I was pronouncing your name either wrong or right, but I swear all this time you've been coming through, and I just feel like I've been doing your name a disservice. But yeah, what's up, man? We're about to get into none other than our weekly weekend update. Wah, wah, wah. It's kind of a sad one. It's kind of a sad one. So yeah, just a little quieter.
from the other side of the room.
Yeah. It's, those videos. It's like what is it? Call out my name, but you're at a
You're in the bathroom
in a party.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's what that is. That's what that is. All right. But yeah, just a quick little one. We got two things. First of all, some sad news. After a long run, Blinding Lights has dropped out of the Billboard Hot 100 after 90 weeks of being on there. That's an all-time record, by the way, beating,
All-time.
I believe, Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. So shout out to them.
It only took Drake and Kanye to drop to to push out Blinding Lights finally out of the top 100.
to Kanye, Drake, Kendrick. I don't know who else. Who else dropped? Is there anyone else that really big dropped? I think that's it.
Those are the big ones. Yeah.
Those are
I
the
mean, it's the huge ones.
yeah. They be taking up like 20 spots each. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. So what a hell of a run! Shout
Hell
out
of
to
a run.
Blinding Lights. Shout out to Abel, doing his thing as always. So sad times. One thing I completely forgot to do is I was gonna come up with a list of things that have happened that we didn't know was gonna happen at the time of Blinding Lights first showing up on the Billboard Hot 100. Like I was gonna do like, yeah, when Billboard Hot what was it? When Blinding Lights wasn't on the Billboard Hot 100, like we still thought that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were in a happy relationship. Like I was gonna do something like that, but I completely forgot.
That's true
But-
though.
You know, we've been through it. We've been through it the last 90 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Wow,
you know,
90 weeks, bro. That's crazy.
yeah,
That
this is
is
a long
crazy.
time.
That
Uh,
is almost 2 whole years.
right?
Just shy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, you know, here's to hopefully another gigantic run. I know that
Yeah,
Save Your Tears was just past 40 weeks, and I think he, if I remember the statistic correctly, Abel is the first artist ever to have two songs hit 40 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, or hit at least 40 weeks.
wow.
So big time. He's killing the numbers.
And the Dawn isn't
Uh,
even out yet. That could just take
yes.
over the whole chart as far as we know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is gonna be allegedly full of party records, and I
Hmm.
guarantee we're gonna be hearing a lot of those songs outside. So, you know, this is really only the beginning of it. It feels like,
Hmm.
which is exciting and crazy, considering how we thought After Hours was gonna be like was like the accumulation of everything, but it was just like everything up to that point. Now we're at a new phase, and it's like, wow,
Right.
wow. Also, this is some rumored news. This is not. I don't know if this is real, but I've heard on the streets, the Twitter streets, that you know how Kendrick Lamar curated the Black Panther soundtrack.
Hmm.
Allegedly, The Weeknd is set to curate Black Panther 2's soundtrack. Just how we were talking about Shang-Chi, it was 88 Rising.
Yeah.
Rumor has it The Weeknd is
Oh,
doing it. So, uh, which
damn.
which is interesting because you know obviously he featured with Kendrick on Pray for Me, and you know that's wow. You know,
That would be interesting. When is Black Panther 2 like slated to come out? Have they
I
said
can
the
I can
year?
I can look that up, but I would if I were to guess. I would. It says 2022 film for now,
Okay, so
but
next
I'm
year.
sure that's subject to change.
Yeah.
Uh, as everything kind of shifts and forms in the movie industry.
Right.
But yeah, what do you think about that?
That's gonna be crazy. I think that kind of gives me a little bit of insight, maybe into the movie itself.
Mm,
I feel like Kendrick captured the essence of the film so well within the
mm,
music. Using elements of the movie and sound effects from the movie. That same kind of wind chime, the wooden chimes that he would use throughout, or
mm-hmm. The
or
chants.
the chant. Yeah, I was gonna say the chants and stuff like that. So it was
Yeah.
integrated super well, and in my opinion, one of the better, if not the best, soundtrack to couple a Marvel movie
Mm-hmm.
that we've seen. So I'm very excited to see where the Weeknd could take
Yeah,
this.
man. Frank is just living in your head rent free.
Bro, I've been thinking about him too much.
Imagine a Black Panther soundtrack curated by Frank Ocean. That would just be like the most random combination of things.
It would
You
never come
know?
out. The
Yeah.
movie would be delayed forever. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm super excited. That sounds really cool. I think it just makes sense though. I mean, The
Hmm.
Weeknd loves cinema. He loves movies, so it makes sense why he'd want to take over a official soundtrack, and for none
Yeah.
other than Black Panther, which I think he was a big fan of. So that makes me excited. I hope that he kind of assembles his Avengers as the features, because the feature list on the Black Panther original motion picture soundtrack was crazy. I mean, we had
Yeah.
some serious Bay Area representation with
Mm.
SOBRBE.
Dude literally shouts out my hometown on the record
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Vallejo from these streets.
So
Oh man,
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, yeah,
Which is
yeah.
cool. And I think that's my favorite part about Black Panther, is that it kind of pays homage to that, at least to Oakland, and then to Vallejo. So
Yeah,
we'll see
crazy.
where they go with the second one. But yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, we could, which brings up we could be seeing the Brown Boy on the Black Panther album, you know?
Nice little Nav feature coming in.
Man, I
Right, with
swear.
the Chadwick Boseman tribute with the Nav feature underneath.
Oh my God, no.
The disrespect. I don't know if I could forgive Abel for that one.
Yeah, that would be insane. I would That's nuts. I hope I hope that happens just for the memes, and I don't know. I don't even know what
I think
other artists.
lawsuits will be had.
Yeah, I think actually people would riot. I think that would be another cause for riots in the streets.
Yeah.
What am I saying? Globally, we would just be
Yeah, I think
riots
that
all
would set
around.
us back.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, that's quick little weekly weekend update. Nothing too crazy, but we still technically have our streak going of
Mm-hmm.
these weekly weekend updates. So shout out to Abel for continuing to feed us even on off weeks. We're still waiting on that next Memento Mori,
Right.
to see what is coming. They've been a little quiet. I remember they said they're gonna do it every week, and
Mm.
then they're gonna do it with Belly,
Mm-hmm.
because like the weekend was busy, and then that just never happened. I don't know, man, but I know that whenever he does come out, he'll
I think he's in album mode right now. So
yeah,
I do know
yeah.
that. I mean, rumor has it the Twitter streets, and his manager say that the album was locked in by the end of last month. Last month, right?
Yeah, so I think it's just maybe visuals, just visual stuff, some photo shoots,
Music
maybe.
videos.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, more to come soon. Yeah, save. I always love this moment. I always like to choose to appreciate this moment right before shit gets crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I'm doing with Kendrick right now. Like I'm kind of just like loving everything about, this rollout or not rollout. I mean, I guess it's a rollout, but just like how things are going right now with him, and we're seeing like leaked verses and stuff. But we'll get to that in a
Right.
second.
Right.
We'll get to that in a second. For right now, I think we should just go ahead and talk about, man, one of the most anticipated albums of this year. Absolutely. And obviously you put it within the context of this monumental rap beef between two of hip hop's greatest, Kanye West and Drake. Let's go ahead and talk about our reactions to Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
So
Man.
yeah, let's go ahead and talk. Just go ahead and tell me, like, what were your very first reactions? First night listening to it. First of all, the album cover is in fact
What it
the
is.
what it is, and obviously Matt has his feelings about that. You could talk about that if you'd like. But yeah, first reactions.
Yeah, so my first reactions to this album was that it is long. It is, I think, almost as long as Donda. I would
Yeah,
say,
it's about like, yeah.
Donda is like an hour and 48 minutes or something like that, but the last three songs are just part twos to songs we already heard. But
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy is a solid front to back, like hour and a half, hour and 20, something like that.
Mm.
And so, going in, I was excited. I was super hyped. I was like, new Drake. We've been waiting.
Hmm.
Everybody's been talking about it. Kanye dropped. It's Drake's turn. What has he got for us? I was listening to If You're Reading This Is Too Late right before it dropped. I
Oof.
was getting hyped.
That's the worst album to listen to right before.
I know.
listening to this
I
album.
know. But no, I was excited, and so I started it off. I think we started off with the champagne poetry.
Yes.
I've been seeing this term go around, the Casey Neistat type beat, with the chipmunk soul. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, and yeah, I will say that it was a long night. It was a
Hmm.
long night listening to this album.
Mm. In
I
what
don't know. I don't know
sense?
how much. I don't know how much. Okay. Let me, like I said, or like I had before with my Donda thoughts. I have my Certified Lover Boy thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hear about
The first thing I wrote down, the first thing that came to mind, I said, "Dan." After I finished the whole album, I said I really thought Drake was gonna reach out for this one. His bars still feel like soft boy high school bullshit to
it.
me.
Okay.
Production though is amazing.
Mm.
I love some of the beats on here.
40 killed it.
Killed it. Like I think some of my favorites, the production on, I will say, Way Too Sexy is a great song. It's super catchy.
Okay. Thank God you're on the same. All right. Cool.
That
All right.
production alone though, like that beat gets me pretty, like, it's kind of our, this is the male WAP, all right? This is our bad bitch, BBL. This is when the boys go out to the club, we got to be bumping
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like the production on the oh my gosh, on You Only Live Twice, or I Miss You Too, featuring Kid Cudi. Get Along Better, great production. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Other than that though, like here, let me go into my other notes. I said Drake does have some great moments. I think that there are a couple new flows that I liked. He definitely started getting into that little baby, kind of like higher pitch, that cadence, which I liked. But after it was done, I was like, I really thought that I was gonna get more out of it. I was like, damn, this is an hour and a half long. This is the next, new Drake. Where is he? Where is his? Is he in his bag? And I definitely wanted more. I felt like when we were talking about Certified Lover Boy, months before it came out, I think you mentioned like this is supposed to be back in his more conceptual album phase,
Yeah.
talking along the lines of Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this is too late, even Views, I would say, was a conceptual album. I think his last barely conceptual album.
Yeah.
And so that's why I say, barely.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I thought he's going to be back in it. And no, this felt, honestly, in my opinion, some of the laziest work that Drake has done. I think it felt really uninspired to me. And
Yes.
I'll get into more. I obviously want to save a lot of this for our review that we're going to post.
Yes.
But it felt really uninspired. And the things that were inspired were kind of rips off of other artists that I could tell. Who, when you do that, I'm just going to listen to that other artist anyway.
Yeah.
And he did have a pretty stacked feature list, I will say. But if we're comparing, obviously this comparison is going to be made, Donda and Certified Lover Boy. I do think Kanye West utilized even the same exact features way better than Drake did.
I do want to talk about Certified Lover Boy versus Donda after we just talk about Certified.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely get into that. I agree for sure. Donda, I think swept Certified.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I think I definitely like it more than you do. I think I definitely like Certified more.
Really?
Because damn, should I project? No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Should I?
What
Is this a safe
what do you mean?
space?
What do you mean project?
Should I go ahead and project my my real life shit on you guys real quick?
If you want.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm just getting out of like a relationship, so like, obviously I'm like kind of feeling myself or wanting to feel myself, so that this music is kind of great for that. And so I think I'm just in the right mood for it. And also, like I said, like we said last week, what I brought up is like, he's really going to be playing up that image that he has of being too soft, being too, I've seen a lot of like certified lesbian music. I've heard that joke a lot. And yeah, I definitely see it. I he really does play it up. I remember I was asking like, how is it going to manifest in music? And sure enough, here we go. We got, the, girls want girls record. We got way too sexy. Oh, that Way Too Sexy is fucking genius. I'm sorry. I know
I will
Luke is
say
going crazy
I love
in the
that
chat.
song, but I don't know if I like it for the right reasons. I just think it's so funny.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's the new
yeah.
Hotline Bling. It's like genius because of how much people are going to talk about how annoying it is, and we're going to hear it in the club, and we're still going to be dancing to it no matter what.
No, I like that. I like the song.
Yeah. Also, Luke said something. It's his best album since If You're Reading This Too Late. I'd agree with that. I think if you look at the other albums, for me personally, I think Certified is the best collection of music that he's made. Since that peak run of Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, If You're Reading This Too Late.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I think I like Views more than this.
I think Views had too much dead space for me compared to Certified.
True. It was definitely very spacey. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, yeah, I respect that. Let's see, what else? What else? I mean, there are some really oh yeah, the live instrumentation. I think he didn't use it enough. I think that's
Yeah.
one thing that I was kind of disappointed in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was coming in hyping up like, yeah, he's and Champagne Poetry was a perfect beginning to me. I think
Mm-hmm.
it really set the tone, or I felt like it set the tone for what was gonna be like his like neo soul
Yeah.
album. I thought we were gonna get like imagine like Erica Badu but
Right.
Drake.
Right.
That would have been incredible. But obviously we got the album we got, and it's not that. Yeah, the features. There are a lot of features, and I was happy that there are at least a lot of tracks. But a lot of some of the tracks, like here, I'll just go ahead and list them out. Like they're in my opinion. Okay, this is just my opinion. I'm anxious to see
Okay.
what the chat feels. I feel like you could have cut the following records. You could have cut In the Bible. That Giveon feature was left a lot to be desired. I wish he
I
was
agree.
more utilized better. No Friends in the Industry. I know that you like aggressive Drake, like DHL Freestyle or D4L, whatever it's called. Landed off of Dark Lane demo tapes, but for some reason this just felt so bored. No Friends in
I
the
would I would
Industry.
cut it too.
Um,
Yeah, keep going.
yeah, Girls Want Girls. I know it's like the meme song, and it's the song that he wanted to kind of go viral and all that.
Hey, but the 21 Savage feature on that though. I
Oh,
isn't that on Girls
21.
Want Girls?
It's on Knife Talk.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, but that record is great. I love Knife Talk.
Oh, that's Lil Baby. My bad. Lil Baby's on Girls Want Girls.
It reminds me of Sneakin',
Yes,
21
yes.
Savage's record. I
21
love
Savage is
that.
great. Great feature.
Yeah. He is really like the Rick Ross of this era. Like
Mm-hmm.
he just comes on to every single record and destroys it, obliterates it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I feel like you could have cut off the first half of In Too Deep. Like that part where it goes into like a Travis Scott type record. It goes in too deep, in
Yeah.
too deep,
And then it
in too deep.
switches.
Yeah. I preferred the second half when it actually switches and it
I
goes
like
into this
that.
hard,
I like
you
that.
know, yeah, I don't know why we needed that whole first beginning. I don't know. And that's something I do want to talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then you could have cut Fountains. I know he loves that like Afro beat stuff, but I don't even think that was the best version of that,
Mm.
you know. And then Fucking Fans. I don't know what that record was supposed to be. I think he just really wanted to flex that he be fucking fans, but and I'm like, I feel like every
That's
celebrity does that.
it's a little. I don't know, bro.
I feel like every
Drake
I feel like
always
that's
treads
pretty
on some
normal.
I don't know, on some dangerous waters when he comes in, when he talks about the girls he'd be hooking up with, and like especially on I don't know what track it is. I think it is Fucking Fans, or maybe it's TSU, but where he talks about how like some girl was like stripping and he was using her like or something. It was something along the lines where she was desperate and he was using her desperation to like get with her or something. And I was like, like I don't
Yeah.
know, bruh.
Yeah, especially with the climate that
Yeah,
well, not even just withstanding the climate, even like the Millie Bobby Brown stuff that
yeah.
is alleged towards Drake.
That
We just let's
Billie Eilish shit,
Billie Eilish stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's and I understand that a lot of that is like could just be media hoopla.
Yeah.
Like I know Billie Eilish came out and said like I didn't really mean to say to accuse or like provide
Yeah.
ammunition for allegations. Like I was just saying that he showed love to me, but yeah, it's not a bad look. We're very similar to like Frank Ocean stuff where it's like it doesn't help. It
It
doesn't help
doesn't
the
help.
image.
And especially when he goes into tracks like that and that's in the back of everyone's mind.
Yeah. And also one thing I want to talk about is just like the or actually hold on before I get into that. Is there? I think you said you seem like you were gonna say something. Did I? Do you still remember what that was?
Yeah, I think it's about No Friends in the Industry.
Mm.
That track, I mean, yeah, like it definitely could be cut. It wasn't that amazing of a track. I didn't think it added that much, but I just want to like the thing that he talks about, the very title of the song, No Friends in the Industry. This is something he's always talked about so many times, like how he can't even trust his own circle,
Mm-hmm.
how like he had to cut off all these toxic people and like this, that, like how he has no friends in the industry. This has been a narrative since Nothing Was the Same, you know, like it's been something he's always talked about.
Done to death, for
Done to
sure.
death, yeah. And so, and I think that kind of translates into like my main sentiment of the whole album is that this is Drake we've been hearing for the past decade. You could have put certain tracks off of Certified Lover Boy. They could have been released 5-6 years ago, and it would have made sense, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what really disappointed me about the album is that
Hmm.
I really thought Drake had used this time wisely. You know, used this past 2 years sitting in a pandemic, locked away. You know,
Hmm.
reflecting back on himself as an artist, and I feel like he didn't really do that. And I feel like as of right now, Drake is more of a businessman than he is an artist. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy did numbers. Like it took over. You look at his Spotify homepage. It used to be, you know, different songs for a bunch of different albums that were his top songs. Now it's all Certified Lover Boy. Took over his
Yeah.
top 100. It did like 400K first weekend. He made it was executed perfectly for what it was meant to be, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Um, you know, that is one side of the industry.
Yeah.
The other side is the creative side, and I think that that's where it definitely lacked compared to. I think somebody had a great comparison between Donda and Certified Lover Boy when it came to streaming numbers. It's
Hmm.
like Donda is like a Tarantino movie opening weekend. Everybody goes to see it. You know, if you're a lover of cinema, you go to see the new Tarantino shit. He's usually, you know, pushing some boundaries here and there, or
Yeah.
you know, he's kind of like a cult favorite.
Yeah.
But then what if at the same time the Tarantino movie drops, the latest Avengers movie drops? Which
Yeah.
one's going to do more numbers, you know?
Yeah.
And I think
Absolutely.
that's what happened. And so I'm not, obviously I would say that Tarantino movie is more of a cinematic experience than a comic book movie, which
Hmm.
is a comic book movie.
Hmm.
That's where I compare the two. And I
Yeah.
think that's the main like thing that I had beef with Certified Lover Boy, that it didn't even feel like a cohesive album. Not saying
Mm.
that Donda, I have my thoughts about Donda. That doesn't feel, but that at least felt very inspired and felt very world building, felt very atmospheric. It felt like it came from a place that was emotional. The Certified Lover Boy, to me, came from a place of business. Even though he does talk about really emotional things,
Hmm.
and he, you know, he goes into like what it's like to be a father and like being in the limelight and dealing with fans and like all those things that we've been waiting. But he still is talking about the same shit, you know. He's still talking about no
Yeah.
friends in the industry, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody likes me. I don't got no, you know, my circle can't even trust me or something like
Yeah.
that, you know.
I think the album was very cohesive, but I think it that doesn't mean that it wasn't messy. If
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like the sound, I can very clearly know. I know what the sound is. It's for those late night,
yeah.
parties, for late night drives. Like I've been loving this certain songs off this album. Like on my commute to
Hmm.
SF. Like Love All, that Jay-Z feature is
Yeah,
incredible.
that's great.
Uh, Pipe Down it's making a run. It's right now making a run at my top 20 Drake songs.
No, damn.
I love what's that record? Run Me Down. What is it?
Which one?
Race
Race My
My
Mind.
Mind.
Yeah.
That song with the harp,
Oh,
beautiful.
I like that track a lot. I like that track a lot.
Love it, man. Yeah, the way he utilized auto tune and he was
Hmm.
able to kind of belt out those records, those chords, those vocals. Love that. But as Guillermo mentioned earlier, it was very messy. I think that
Hmm.
the overall execution of it, like if I told you the concept of this album, right? It's Drake in his lover boy bag.
Right.
It's late night Drake, all that stuff. Yeah, Enrique, yes, not around. What became TSU, and I love how that song evolved. Not around was very much like its own thing, and then he added like a beat switch. He added that
Mm.
intro beginning that I really like. That shout out Austin, all that stuff. Love that. But in execution again, very messy. I want to talk about the beat switches on this album.
Yeah.
Too many, in my opinion.
Too
Way too
many.
many.
Yeah.
Like he tried to like really make this album. Okay, he tried to make this album like the definitive Drake album, but like not in the right ways, you know?
Yeah.
Like I felt like
Yes. Yeah.
he tried to make it, oh, this is me at my softest, and all that stuff. And like, I'm gonna be giving you the rap bars, I'm gonna give you the some of the live instrumentation, I'm gonna give you beat switches, vibe switches,
Yeah.
late night stuff. I'm gonna take the beat underwater sometimes, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything. But like in execution, it just felt so muddled up. It felt very like
I couldn't
it,
follow it. Yeah.
I could feel him in the studio being like, yo, they can't hate this. Sure enough,
Everybody's
like
hating.
yeah. So yeah, what'd you think? So there's beat switches on Champagne Poetry, Fair Trade, Way Too Sexy, TSU, In Too Deep. I'm trying to remember if there's other ones. I was like making this list at the last
Yeah.
second. But I don't know. Was that something? Did and the beat switches? I don't know if you had the same experience, but the first one, Champagne Poetry, hit really well. Fair Trade hit really well, and then as
Mhm.
we started going down the list, TSU hit really well, but like Way Too Sexy, In Too Deep.
Yeah.
I was starting to get a little tired of these beat switches, and I would have preferred if they were just like individual songs.
Yeah,
you know?
I think the like you said, the further you go down the track list, I feel like the beat switch was meant to cover up maybe an unfinished song. That's what it
Hmm.
made it sound like though. It didn't sound
Yeah.
like when you think of Drake beat switch, you think of Sicko Mode. That song was meant to be structured in that way, and that's why that song works so well.
Yes.
Whereas, you look at like In Too Deep or something like that, and it feels like he just kind of tacked two halves onto the same
Yes.
thing. And I'm like, okay, these are two
That's
different
it.
songs.
Hmm.
So it felt a little lazy, and it made it hard for me to follow. And I think that's what, if you listen to the track list, I'm like, okay, so this song is actually two halves of two different songs, and I'm like, it got a little confusing. And
Hmm.
so I think that's what made it feel. That's what that laziness. That's where that came out for me. Is that it
Hmm.
felt
Yeah.
like it was so. And this could be just an artistic choice that I don't agree with, but because he did it, it made it feel really lazy, and that he's just tacking shit together to make a song, and it's call it a beat switch. And
Yeah.
that's what I perceived it as. And so that's another reason why I didn't like it. That's why the songs I really like, they're full, like, realized tracks. I think my favorite song off this album is probably You Only Live Twice. I think that's has the
Mm-hmm.
best Lil Wayne feature of the year, in my opinion. I think
Wow.
I will say it's almost better than Hot Wind Blows off of Call Me If You Get Lost. That I think
Yes.
is the Wayne feature of the year. I would say this is right under it. Like, it's pretty freaking
Yeah.
good. Like, I would say he outshined Rick Ross, and I love a Rick Ross feature.
Hmm.
So that was great. I really also loved Get Along Better with Ty Dolla
Yes.
Sign.
That
And
falsetto, I hit that. I
yeah,
try to hit that falsetto every time.
yeah,
I get along better with Jeff. No,
yeah.
not on
um,
stream.
yeah, but I also really liked like I Miss You Too with Kid Cudi and stuff like that. So
Yes, Kid Cudi. I'm
yeah,
so glad that they squashed beef, man.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see what other songs they can make together.
right.
So
But yeah, no, I mean there are some good moments on the album, but that's it. There are just good moments. I will say, I don't know. I think it's just it just felt so familiar to me the
Yeah.
whole time, and I think someone said in the chat, it was like if you're reading this is too late was peak Drake, and I personally believe that it was in terms of creatively, whereas I think
Yeah.
after that he started to switch his business model or the way he approached music, in that he started doing these big ass like track
He became the
lists.
hits guy. He became the more hits than the Beatles type shit.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, I kind of wish he kept going with. And also, yeah, for me, this album, like, if I had to describe this whole album in one word, it would just be the word comfortable. He just got way too comfortable. Like the whole time, I feel like he's just rapping,
Yep.
like laying back.
Yep.
The whole time, in the studio, like he could just been laying back on the couch like this.
Way
You
too
know,
comfortable.
Yeah, he got way stayed in the pocket for way too long. You know, even the man, even the Afrobeat song didn't hit. Like
Yeah.
I will love a good, and it's the only one on there if
Mm-hmm.
I'm remembering correctly. So I wanted that, you know, that tropical stuff to really hit, and I really
Yeah.
wanted to. Like the first listen, I was like, yeah, we're back. And as the song went on, it was like, oh, this is boring,
Yeah.
like
Boring.
so tired and like but I will say, again, he had the right ideas. I think he just didn't know how to do it. And I guess that
Yeah.
just goes to show, you know, he's not that kind of artist. I don't think he is. And he's a hits guy. What's up, Josh? We're just talking about
What up? What up? What
Certified
up?
Lover Boy. We're about to get into the real Donda versus Certified Lover Boy matchup, and that's gonna be fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, Drake, I just don't think he's that kind of artist who knows, you know, how to meticulously put things together and create something that's like artful and amazing. But he just makes good music, and I think this album is most of it is good music to listen to and vibe to and play in the you know, in the barbershops when you're cue DJ
No
Khaled's ad
mysterious
libs.
music.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, Drake is DJ Khaled's like.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's why they vibe so well. I guess it's just because they have that same
I don't.
mentality.
I will say though, I do think Drake is a talented artist. I do think that he has the ability to put a cohesive album together that has a concept that's executed well.
He did it
He
with Nothing Was the Same.
he's
Yeah,
done it several times before. You know, yeah. Take Care. Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, is too late. Some of the best, in my opinion, those are his top albums of his whole discography. Um, because they felt inspired because he can do it. I think he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to take the risk because
yeah,
if you
yeah.
look at it from a business this is what I said. I had this conversation in my DMs the other day because I'd be posting shit about Certified Lover Boy all the time, and that prompts people to, for some reason, they give me their unwarranted opinion about it. Like I'd be getting so many. They're like, I don't know if it's people from the podcast or there's some of them are my friends or like random people I haven't talked to. They're always like, so
Wow.
what are your thoughts on that? I'm like, oh my god, like here I am fucking defending Kanye for the fourth day in a row, like.
Oh shit! Damn.
But yeah, I'm like, bro, please, like my DMs, like please. I'm not saying, hey, if you want to talk about music with me, please, but
Yeah, yeah.
you know, it's been a lot this past
Uh-huh.
week, but yeah, you know, I was talking to someone in my DMs and I was saying like, you know, I just think that Drake is no longer a musician anymore. I think he's purely a businessman, and if you look at
Yeah.
it from a business standpoint, why would he take the risk of doing something experimental, of doing something out of left field when he knows that Certified Lover Boy, this sound is what people want, you know?
And the thing is, he had a chance to do it.
Yeah.
He still had a chance to do it because, like I was saying before, like with Certified Lover Boy, it's like he has a concept.
Yeah.
He's playing a meta version of himself. Maybe he is using live instrumentation, so that's something different. That's a new risk. You know, that could be. You know, it's not like Kendrick Lamar utilizing jazz and infusing it with hip hop and changing music the way we'd hear it, but it would be a cool, interesting addition to Drake's like repertoire and all that stuff, his bag, but he just doesn't do anything with it.
Right. Right. And I mean, like, this dude's what, a billionaire? Like, you got so much, like, resources at hand to make such an incredibly nuanced, like, brand new, you know, experience for your listeners. But I think he
Yeah.
doesn't want to take that risk. And if you look at it from a money standpoint, no, why would you? You know, the IG caption lyrics, the light skin bars, the you know,
Uh-huh.
like all that
What
shit.
is it? Losing my friends, but I be what is it? You guys know the one.
I don't know.
I be losing all my friends, but I be gaining strength or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah, it's like, why would, you know, from a business standpoint, why would he branch out at all? And so I think that's what we're
Yeah.
seeing right now, and I think he's proven that with this album. Before, people were like, I don't know, you know, Darkling demo tapes, I liked. I like how that was I felt like that was a condensed project,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, like Drake is still trying to like make conceptual music, but then when it came for his debut, everybody's riding on this, you know, past what, 2 years they've been waiting for Certified Lover Boy, and it's this. I'm like, okay, so now I see where your head is really at, is
Yeah.
where can I make the most money and play it the most safe with using the least resources as possible, literally trying to
Mm.
capitalize his bottom line. You know, trying to make as much streaming as possible. You know, and that came
Mhm.
with a hour and a half long album with, you know, cuts that could have been from 5 or 6 years ago. So that's where I have my
Yeah.
main beef with Drake right now. And you know, I think if you want, I believe that Drake is a great artist. I just wish he would realize that that
Yeah.
people still want him to make that music from 5 or 6 years ago because it was so good.
Yeah.
But
And,
yeah,
and also, like, people are gonna stream your music regardless. Like,
yeah,
please, like, stop playing the whole, 20 song track list.
yeah,
Kanye did it too, but the thing is, like, he just had so much to
yeah,
give us. But Drake, it really feels like meticulous. It feels like he chose to do 20 songs because he knew that would get the streams.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's just I want to see him actually try and make what he would consider to be like the best project he's ever made, and I don't feel like there's no way that he came into this thinking that this is going to be the best project he's ever came out with.
yeah.
I think of I was watching back his like Rap Radar interview just because I was like, you know what, let me see if he's mentioned anything about what would become Certified Lover Boy, and they brought up him getting booed off of Camp Flogna, and
Yeah,
and he was like, yeah, I have a feeling that come to a year or two, I have a feeling that an album I'll come out with will have them screaming for me, the Tyler stands. Ah,
I don't know, bro.
yeah, no. Especially after Tyler came out with "Call Me If You Get Lost,"
Right,
and really just put his like foot on the neck of hip hop.
right.
And now you come out with this soft shit, and I like the soft stuff,
Yeah,
but I'm referring to just the softness of like you didn't really come with your A game.
yeah,
It felt like you came in, night right off of back to back, just got off the plane. Let me rap some bars. Let me talk about
right.
my trust issues. Let me talk about the bullshit that we come to know from Drake. There's a review of a Drake album that I want to get your reaction to.
Okay.
Um,
Someone
it
just
is.
said, hold on, sorry. Someone just said apparently there is an uncredited Weeknd feature on Into Deep, part one of the song. Apparently he is doing some of the background vocals on the chorus.
Oh no, that's actually debunked. It
That's
was
what I
just
thought.
it was just Drake doing layered vocals. It's the weekday.
This is, I will say, maybe I'll leave this review, but there are some blatant Weekend rips off of on this album, like something straight out of House of Balloons. Like I'll go
Yeah,
into it, but like I listen and I'm like, this dude is the weekday right now. Like, what is
yeah.
this is his projecting his OVO XO collab.
And at a
It was
certain
weird.
point, yeah, and at a certain point, you're just like, I wish the weekend made this album because it
Right,
would be way better. It'd be
I
a
know,
better version of
I
it.
know. I'm like, let me just go listen to House of Balloons instead.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. This review is by Evening Standard. It's just like the funniest. Like I could see this being like a copy pasta type thing. Across 21 songs in almost 90 minutes, Aubrey Graham goes into great detail about how talented, wealthy, and desirable he is, and why we should pity him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's pretty accurate, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh man,
That's
I
funny. That is something actually. I think I had that thought in my mind at one point when I was listening, where I was like, he was talking about. It was just one of his flex songs. I forget which one, and he's just like,
I forget which one.
there's so many on here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, cool. And then he talks about like, man, I got no friends in the industry, man. I feel like you got to feel so bad for me, like
As you have like the most stacked track list feature.
right. I'm like, what about all these friends on your album? Like, you're like being no friends in the industry, bro. You got
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, you got Kid Cudi, you got Lil Baby, you got Rick Ross, you got plenty of friends in the industry. Maybe it's just you, Drake. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's just funny. It's like, it's just the same shit he keeps bringing up, but I'm like, bro, I feel like you got to move on. What
Yeah.
else is happening in your life besides your
Let's talk
son
about-
that Pusha T forced you to be a father to?
Yeah. Let's talk about like your actual trials of fatherhood. Let's talk about some of your thoughts,
Yeah.
like put him out into the world. Why did you decide to I remember in the Rap Radar interview, he was like, yeah, I don't want to put my son out there because, people might do crazy things and all that stuff. But then he goes on and he accepts like a Billboard Music Award, and he brings him out on stage and puts
Right.
him as his profile picture, and now he's all over the place. Like, what happened? Now you're really just
The thing
chasing that
is,
fatherhood rebrand, you know?
exactly that. He's like, oh, let me just make being a father my new brand. Let me incorporate it into the brand of Drake.
And then
So
let me still
yeah,
have a song about fucking fans.
yes. Don't get it
What
twisted.
what's happening here? What's going on? I have no idea.
It's just very, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know where your head is at, and it's funny
Yeah.
because he'll go like on what was it? What's the song? Something on something drive 7 p.m. 7 a.m.
Oh
on
yes,
Bridal
his
Path.
timestamp records. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that one is interesting because you know Kanye didn't talk any shit about Drake on Donda, even though there is rumors that the Andre 3000 track did have a Drake diss, like very blatant one, but it never came out.
Yeah, and I want to talk
Uh,
about that record later for sure. Yeah.
yeah, and so yeah, like Kanye didn't talk anything about the beef, but then Drake dedicates an entire track to this very minute, very in the moment beef that is not no one's gonna give a shit about 6 years from now, and he
Hmm.
dedicated a whole track to that on his album, and so I don't know, it just like the where Drake's head is at versus Kanye's. I know because we're gonna probably go into our comparison real quick. Is very telling. Is that I feel
Yeah.
like Kanye makes music that will outlive himself, whereas Drake is very like in the now, very
Wow.
reactionary.
That's true. Yeah. And yeah, like Luke said, there were some sneak disses, there are some lines in there that are about Drake,
Yeah,
but it's not, it's just a fleeting moment. It's a
yeah,
mention. Drake literally made a whole record, a whole, you know, thing. Like uh it's very clear. I like what you said about that.
yeah.
That definitely describes both artists. So, let's go ahead and just get into Donda versus CLB.
Let's do it.
Donda versus Certified. Wait, real quick, just last question before we get into that. It's super quick. What was your least favorite Drake album in this slump? We'll say slump. Obviously, they're it's good music, but the slump of like underwhelming releases for Drake. We have you like Views, but I'm just gonna include it in there because people were, you know,
Yeah.
majority of them were underwhelmed. Views, More Life, Scorpion, Dark Lane, demo tapes, and Certified. Which one was your least favorite? And go ahead in the chat. I'm gonna open it up to you guys. As always, you guys are always welcome
Yeah.
to share your opinion. Yeah.
Um, Probably More Life. I
Mm,
think I listened to the whole thing and I didn't ever revisit it once after the initial listen, which I don't do that very often.
hmm
I'll at least, well, maybe except maybe except for Certified Lover Boy. um, but
He might have outdid himself.
yeah, he might have outdid himself with that one. I like a lot of the songs off of Scorpion. There's too many songs on here, but
Mm,
I do like a good amount of them. Um, and I did like Dark Lane demo tapes. I think that was a dope project. I liked everything about it,
yeah.
and I liked a lot of the songs on here. Um, but I don't know, More Life probably very very low on my list in terms of projects released by Drake. I don't think I'll ever revisit that one because
Mm,
it just doesn't interest me at all.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. I do play More Life a lot during the summer. Like there are some records on there that I really I like
Oh yeah.
uh just like listening to what's that song, Blem. Love that
Mhm.
record. But for me personally, my least favorite, again, this is not saying, I'm not saying this is the worst album out of the group, but for me my least favorite is probably Scorpion.
Mhm.
Luke agrees with me. I think that there's just, it felt like the most, I mean, again, right? Until Certified Lover Boy, it was
Yeah.
like the most messy album. Like it felt like a lot of it was written right after the Kanye rollout, right after the Pusha T disses. Like it felt like he just made the whole album
Yep.
in that 2 week span, and it reflected that. And obviously, there's hits on there like In My Feelings, but um,
I like. Yeah. I mean, I like the hits off of Scorpion.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Upset, Mob Ties.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Nice for What was cool when it wasn't overplayed.
Yeah.
Um, but I
But
do.
that, that
I also like the hits off More Life too. Passion Fruit, obviously.
oh,
Um,
you could argue it's his best record. Like I could definitely argue that that's his best song. Eh,
Ever?
you could argue again if you
Okay.
get me in a nice karaoke
I will
room with
say,
some neon lights.
yeah. In my
Passion fruit is
opinion,
the one.
if I think it's hard to compare that to something off of like, if you're reading this is too late, it's just purely bars over there.
Yeah,
But
that I mean
of
that yeah.
yeah, of the island vibey songs, I think shit, what is it called? Um
Controller,
not
one of
Controlla.
yours?
I have it on a playlist. The why can't I for some reason I cannot remember it, but it is I'll see it in a second. Is it passion fruit? Yes, passion fruit. That's what we're talking about, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Best island vibe music. One of my favorite songs by Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I think that song is timeless. Like for some
Yeah.
reason is will always make me like vibe and give me such
Yeah.
it's so nostalgic and it's kind of like gives you like that late night summer. I'm sitting by the pool and like we're just kind of like vibing out. Great
Yeah,
vibes with that song.
hold on.
Yeah. Great
That whole
vibes.
part. Oh, we'll bring that back real quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that record. It's I could argue it's like it's his best R&B record. You could argue that in Jungle,
I like that one too.
are his like in my opinion his best singing records.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, Scorpion, I think what I hate about Scorpion is kind of what I feel like we're talking about with Certified is I felt like there was no creativity really. It felt more like he was just making radio hits or making
Yeah.
songs that would work in specific scenarios, similar to what Certified is, is just songs that he feel like would go off in a late night setting, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm right there with you. So there you go. Yeah, hold on, let me see. We got some people in the chat telling us.
People say Scorpion, So Bloated. Scorpion. Luke says Scorpion is Drake's worst album. There's only 6 songs I like.
More Life. Enrique brings that up.
Jamie
Appreciate
says
it.
Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I think that I don't know. I feel like as we get away from, I think it's still a little bit too soon to talk about Certified Lover Boy in that spot.
Yeah.
I think we got to wait at least a couple more months. We'll wait till the year rounds out, and then we'll see how we're feeling about Certified. But right now, there's some really good records on there. I don't know if there's like besides like Way Too Sexy is obviously gonna be like the club banger, blah blah blah, hits, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a record that will have
Like radio
Yeah.
play.
like not even just radio play, but will like define that album. Like I feel like
Yeah.
every album up to this point has had, oh, this is like the record for this album.
I don't know. I think Way Too Sexy is kind of the culmination of a lot of things when I think of Certified Lover Boy. I think it's a pretty definitive song.
Yeah, that's fair. No. I definitely can see that. Let's see with the. We can just do this another time. I was gonna run through every single album, but we got a lot to talk about with
No,
Kanye
yeah.
versus
Okay,
Drake.
let's go. Let's go into that.
Let's get into Certified versus Donda. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and just acknowledge it. First of all, Donda is in a different league.
The
than
superior
Certified.
album. Yes.
Yes, and obviously your taste is subjective. You can play. I wouldn't be mad if someone argued that Certified has more replay value than them. Like sure, for them. But to you, what makes Donda? What qualities about it make it better than Certified?
I think Donda is so like stripped back, but in the right ways. I feel like it leaves so much to be interpreted. It's so mysterious. It's dark. There's little corners of the album that I realize that I haven't listened to. I mean, the track list is so long, I kind of skip through, and then, a part 2 for a song will come up, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember this line, or or I don't remember the outro, like the outro of this song, you know, how it progresses into the next. Like, you know, there's so much that is happening on Donda.
Yeah.
Um, and I think I said in my review of it, or my quick reactions last week, is that it felt it felt like each song was its own thing. You know, I felt like there were different emotions presented per each song.
Yeah, you could
Um,
argue that I could see someone saying like he did too much on that album, which is I prefer that. I
yeah,
prefer him trying to go too far
yeah,
into it with like who's ever comment that was who said he took risks. Yeah, I love artists
definitely,
that
yeah.
swing for the fences.
Yes, definitely took a lot of risks, and it felt refined, even though it was very messy and around, you know, very rough around the edges, especially with some of the mixes and some of the, you know, you could tell when he's like in a different room recording on the same song, like, you know, the stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it
Yeah.
felt like the ideas, the attempts, and even the executions felt like he had taken time to refine that sound to
Yeah.
get to where it is now. You know, I say that this sounds like Jesus is King, more refined. This is what I wanted from Jesus is King. He's got
Hmm.
me. He's got me singing about the Lord in my own house. You know, like it just makes me want to be enveloped in that sound.
I know God breathed on this.
Right,
I know
right.
God, like I'll be screaming that shit like for 2 hours straight in my head
Yeah, it's
while I'm like writing notes in for class. Like I'm just like,
right, right. There are so many moments that stick in my mind from Donda. You know, I think in my opinion, my favorite song on Donda is "Believe What I Say." The Lauryn Hill feature that is
yes,
incredible. Like one of the brightest moments on that album. One of the most fun songs Kanye has made in a long time, which I love because I think it brought so much warmth to a very cold and desolate album.
yeah,
And but I love that aesthetic. I love how apocalyptic it feels. I love how it's like post modern rap in another sense. It's like there was one day where it just
mm,
clicked for me. I was up on my
yeah,
roof just listening, like really just like purely listening to the album. You know, a lot of the times, you know, Donda's so long, I'll just have it on the back, and I'm like, yeah, you know, one song will pop up or one part will pop up. I start bopping my head, but I was just sitting there purely just listening to the music, and like in that moment, it all kind of clicked. Where like where Kanye's mind was, why Donda sounds the way that it does, why it sounds so, you know,
mm,
spacey and stuff like that. And so I think because of that experience I had with the album, it made me want to relive it over and over and over again.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. Whereas with Certified Lover Boy, I did do the same thing. I locked in. I was like, "Where are we going, Drake?" And I got bored, you know, by the end. And then
Mhm.
I know that you love the, you know, his longer tracks where he kind of goes in and he's like, you know, talking about some shit for a while, where his
Mhm.
introspective bag. I
Mhm.
felt like I didn't care enough to that point. You know, we're like what 20 tracks down, and he's at I don't. It's not fucking fans. It's
Remorse,
yeah,
the very last
the
record.
remorse. Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you have strung me along for so long that I don't want to hear another 10 minutes of, you know, whatever you else you have to say. You know,
yeah, uh huh,
it's like, but when I go listen to Donda, Kanye has brought me into all these different avenues and has brought me on these highs and lows and has had all these different experiences throughout the whole album where I'm like, all right, I guess I'll listen to the entirety of Jesus is Lord. It's a 9 minute song, but you know, I feel like I am rewarded at the end to hear that.
yeah,
Whereas
absolutely,
I felt like Certified Lover Boy was more of a drag,
yeah,
in my opinion. So yeah,
hmm,
I'll probably go into more in depth about that experience I had with Kanye's album in the review because that was really cool and
yeah,
finally made me. That's why I need to like sit on these albums for a while.
yeah,
But yeah, that's in my opinion why I like it more.
yeah. Also, Enrique, like thanks for coming. We'll see you later. This stream will be on our, if you look at our playlist, we have a playlist called like Our Thoughts Live or season 4. You can click on either one of those and this stream
Yeah,
will be there. So if you want to come back and check out the
in the
rest of our
description
thoughts.
of this video right now. You can go
Yeah.
ahead and save that playlist. It has all of our past streams. So once this is over, it'll be saved to that playlist.
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw Jim the Potato. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think another reason why I like like Donda. Why Donda is definitely the better album to me. I think just from an emotional standpoint, Donda moved me to the point of you mentioned this to tears.
Yeah.
It moved me to tears like several times. Come Back to Life.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, there are records that you know your heart just soars. Obviously, the Weekend feature on
Oh
Hurricane
my God.
makes you feel
Moon,
things. Moon,
Heaven and Hell,
Heaven and
bro.
Hell. And then you got like fun records like New Again. You got
Believe what I
Praise
say.
God.
Yep.
You got yeah, and the features all snapped off in their respective ways. You even got Lil Yachty in there doing his thing, like, and he just made it everything work.
Mm-hmm.
And like I can tell that he pushed the artists to make what they do better.
Dude, especially
Like
Fabio. Oh my God.
yes, okay, yes, Fabio. I want to talk about him in a second in the
Mm-hmm.
segment that I want to get to. Uh, oh my God, Fabio. Damn, he was rapping.
Bro,
But
like best like verse he's done, even in his own music. I'm like,
yeah,
where has this been?
yeah, absolutely. And he said that Kanye will be producing his next album.
Oh
But then
shit.
again, but then again, we've gone through this before with
Yeah.
Kanye, where it's like, oh, he's working on this with me. Good ass job with Chance the Rapper. Like we got it.
Oh, that's
And
I know that's been scrapped. He's like, Chance, go find God. Come back to me once you found God. You're fired.
oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what he said. Remember that viral video that went out of him like screaming on Chance?
Hmm.
I just want the cut clip for him to be screaming that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know what? It reminds me of okay, you take Ty Dolla Sign, right?
Hmm.
And if you take their 2018 albums, Yay and Scorpion, respectively, Kanye and Drake, Ty Dolla Sign was on Yikes, I think,
Hmm.
or whichever one that was, and then you take his feature on Scorpion. Like you can just tell that Kanye pushes Ty to do way more on the feature, whereas Drake he's just kind of like, hey man, just do your thing, do your harmonizations, give me some bars about love or all that.
Right.
Uh, yeah, you take even the features here. Let's go through them actually. So we got Jay-Z on Jail and Love All. I think that's kind of even. I think they're two
Pretty
different
even.
types of Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z Jail, you got more of like a, you know, it's like epic kind of like cinematic Jay-Z, like him describing metaphorical. He's obviously going into like the red cap stuff.
Yeah.
And Love All is like, it's the upbeat, pound cake type shit, which I love. So I love both of them. So let's
Yeah.
not go there. But Kid Cudi, I think, is a really good one to talk about. Moon versus I Miss You Too.
It's kind of hard because they're two different things that Kid Cudi does usually. It's
Yeah.
purely harmonization. Obviously the Kid Cudi hums, all that like are beautiful. But then Kid Cudi can also rap really well or sing rap.
Yeah.
Just listen to Man on the Moon 3. And that's what this reminded me of. This could have been on that album, which I enjoyed. But I don't know. I can't really. It's hard for me to compare the two of them because they're kind of two different versions of. If we're just talking about Kid Cudi's part, I think Moon is a better song. But if we're just talking about Kid Cudi, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about just like the overall quality of the record. Like, I feel
Mm.
like Kid Cudi was more. I felt like Drake just heard Kid Cudi. Like, okay, let me restart from the beginning. I'm sorry that I'm kind of stammering so much, so many thoughts that I want to get out. Cudi, I felt like he was just playing a record for Drake, and Drake was like, "I like that. Can I use it?" And then just lay down a verse. I'll lay down a verse. Whereas Moon felt like Kanye and Cudi got in a room. They're like, "Yo, this. I want to make a song about this.
Yeah.
I want to have you be a presence on there." So yeah, there's that. Travis Scott, Praise God and Fair Trade.
No comparison. No comparison
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
Praise God.
Fair Trade is nice. It's good. They tried to do the sicko mode thing again with the beat switches and Drake and Travis Scott playing off each other, but Praise God is something else.
Yeah. I have a note in my thing. I'll save the more detailed version of it for the review. But it was something along the lines of like, how are you gonna have Drake and Travis Scott back on a track since when was the last time? What? Sicko mode?
Yeah.
And that track is boring. Like, how are you gonna?
It's
You know?
crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's a good record to listen to, but when you actually like listen to it, when you lock in and you're
Mm,
like, okay, what is this song telling me?
right.
It's kind of just, you know. Hey, Gier, thanks for coming through.
Peace out, Graham.
Appreciate you as always.
As
Have a good
always.
one. Yeah. And then last but not least, this is kind of like the big one. Lil Baby with Hurricane and Girls Want Girls.
Probably Hurricane in my opinion.
Yeah. Girls Want Girls is again, it's one of those songs like uh you mentioned, you know, it's one of those songs that you have to mention like, oh, it's for business, you know, oh, it's
Yep.
you don't get it, like it's supposed to be, you know, controversial and like kind of like a meme kind of thing. Whereas Hurricane, it's so artful, it's so beautiful, and Lil Baby does this thing on there. It's like it's very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I will say though, I think Drake does bring out the best in Lil Baby. I mean, Wants and Needs, one of my
yeah,
favorite Lil Baby features.
Wants and Needs
Um,
is amazing. It's his best record since in a couple years,
yeah.
honestly. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. Is there any here? Are there any areas that we can just kind of gloss over this if you can think of any. Are there any areas that Certified Lover Boy actually outdoes Donda
Production, in my
production?
opinion, I think obviously Drake's gonna have uh better production in general. You know, he's in one studio. It's probably just his home, and he's just there. Whereas, I think the reason if Kanye knew how to stay in one place and not do this crazy shit where he goes and sets up camp in an arena and tries to record shit there and move around the country like all doing all this shit,
Yeah.
like it would sound way better. That's where the kind of rough around the edges thing kind of comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, production wise, I think there are some great produced tracks. You know, I think "Come to Life" or "Heaven and Hell" or "Believe What I Say" or "Incredible." But if we're
Yeah.
talking about top to bottom, definitely Drake was the better produced album objectively. Who said that? Hold on. Jim the Potato is here. Where is Mason? Yeah, bro. I'm still waiting for that fight.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mason is scared
Yeah.
of me. That's why he hasn't showed up.
I mean,
Hey, that was a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk to not be here. So
yeah. 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 We'll have to. He's not here to answer for himself, but we'll see
it's
next
okay.
time he comes through. Next time he comes through, we'll definitely instigate some shit. But yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah, production for sure. I think it's like I said, I think it's more like the sound is more cohesive, you know. There's a more direct line, whereas Donda, you know, it's like splattered paint, you know, but it's all beautiful
Yeah,
when you put it all together. Whereas Donda Certified Lover Boy, it's like you kind of know the progression and everything, and the sound feels very similar, sometimes to its detriment.
mm.
And yeah, it's very polished and all that stuff. Better song titles too. That's one thing that I will say. Donda has some very forgettable song titles that I
True, 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 true.
still struggle with.
Yeah, I think I really only know like 4 or 5 of them by heart
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
out of
Um,
25,
mhm.
27.
Yeah. How about Jamie Edwards here? What do you think about the actual rapping, like the performance of it, the vocal performances, between Kanye and Drake?
Um, I think Kanye had some of his best singing on this album that he's ever had, like
Yes.
ever.
Okay.
I think he
Okay.
started getting really more into singing on Ye and then on Jesus is King. He was singing the whole time, and I mean enough to where his voice was literally straining in
Yeah.
the final version. But I think he had some great performances on this album, and it sounded really good. Drake, I mean, Drake is a great rapper. It's just like, did he do anything different? Not really.
Yeah.
So I think I'll give the point to Kanye for doing something different or improving himself
Yeah.
in some way. Even though Drake is very consistent in his sound, and when it's Drake,
Consistent. That's how. Yeah.
maybe not consistent for the right reasons, but he's
Right. Yeah.
consistent. But I feel like Kanye at least tried to do something different, and when it comes to singing, I feel like he improved a lot. So
Yeah.
I say I give that point to Drake. I mean,
Kanye.
Kanye. Sorry.
Yeah. I will say this: it is telling. I don't know why this brought up this memory, but Certified Lover Boy came out, right, and the day after, the one thing that I kept singing to myself for some reason was I was telling
Yeah.
myself I don't
Yeah.
know what it is, man. Like at first I didn't like that, but as time goes on, I've just like grown to really like Kanye's verse on Hurricane.
Yeah. Or
But
like on Junya Watanabe. Where
yeah,
he's just like,
yeah.
I'm on Donda, I'm on Donda, like,
Yeah, oh my God.
I'm like, I don't know where that came from, but I kind of like it.
I want to play that at a kickback so badly, dude. Just like with other people and just feel and just see
How they react.
yeah. And also I feel like it'll just pop off. Like
Yeah.
that beat. Oh my God. Junior Watanabe. Junior is great.
Hmm.
Yeah, is there anything else you wanted to talk about with Donda versus CLB before we get into just another cool discussion I'm excited to have?
No, I think we just got to save the rest of our thoughts for our reviews, which will be coming out next week. Just so you know, heard it here first. Review of
Bam.
Donda and Certified Lover Boy back to back next week. So stay tuned. But
Sir.
if you want to hear us go into the nitty gritty of the albums, go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell so you know when we drop it. But yeah, I think
Yes, sir.
as of right now, I think that's all I want to say. So
Let's do it.
we'll save it
All
for
right.
for the review.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So let's get into another fun discussion. A little hip hop discussion here because so much rap music has been going on and it's been incredible. You know, we're here, the golden age or a golden age of hip hop music and just music in general.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to talk about who dropped the best verse from the last 2 weeks. And we're including features, we're including singles. I'll just like rattle what is it called? Fire off a bunch of candidates here. So we got either Kendrick Lamar, Baby Keem off of Family Ties, all the features off Donda, like you have Fabio, Baby Keem on Praise God, all of those. We can include Andre 3000 off of Life of the Party if you've heard that.
We're not gonna include Soldier Boy's verse.
Let's not include that. I feel like that's in a league of its own. I don't know if it's a better league, but it's in a league of
The
its
Trash League, yeah.
Yeah, the G League.
The G League.
And obviously you got Jay-Z and you got all them Young Thug. Yeah, any of those stick out to you? What was to you was the best verse? Who went off the just bars? Just interrupt me. Go ahead.
I think I say this, no cap, no joke.
Okay.
I don't. It's not like it's a joke or anything, but like I think Baby Keem, not Kendrick Lamar,
Okay.
but Baby Keem, I think had
Second beat
yes,
or going into the second beat.
yeah, the second
yes.
beat switch, best rap verse of this year by far.
Bam.
Of this year by far. I don't think I've heard someone rap that long. I mean, you can argue maybe Tyler on on that one song that's just like what is it called? Wilshire, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of just he's just kind of freestyling. It's like
Yeah.
he's kind of talking.
Yeah.
But I don't know what set of lungs that Baby Keem has on him. This is the longest flow I've ever heard. And
Yeah.
like it just kept going and going and going and going. I'm like, bro, he's going crazy.
And then the beat even switches in the middle of it.
Yeah, and then boom, it switched. I'm like, oh my god, like this was the best moment of a rap song this year for me. That was the most enjoyable moment, and that for me was solidifying my hot take that Baby Keem is my favorite up and coming rapper right now was because of that verse. I really loved Die for My Bitch or whatever that album was, and Do Rag Activity and stuff like that. But that verse
No
alone,
sense. Yeah.
No sense or stats, stuff like that. But no, that line, that whole section, that pocket of that song, I will say I love the Kendrick Lamar part. That's iconic. But if we're talking purely who had the best bars, Baby Keem killed it, and I'm extremely excited for his album that's dropping tonight. I'm I'm both excited and nervous, but I think Baby Keem is on the fucking. He's next, bro. Like he has some crazy bars. Not even this. I mean, yeah, this past 2 weeks, but this year, like, who can you compare to that verse?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I'm going to go a completely different direction from
Okay.
yours, because I think that was absolutely the hardest verse we've gotten up to this point this year. We're like, you know what? Yeah. That, and also I could also argue Corso on Tyler's, if we're talking about of the
Truth.
year.
Truth.
But the last 2 weeks, man, the verse that really stuck to me, like a tattoo, man, was Andre 3000 off of Life of the Party. Did you
Really?
get a chance to hear that?
I did, but it was like a shitty version. Or it wasn't very high quality, so I couldn't really like
Mm-hmm.
get the full.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why I hate leaks sometimes, because I'm like, what am I even listening to? Like,
Yeah, that's fair. No,
but
no,
I
no.
believe you.
I
I
get
listened
that.
to it though, and it was. I mean, I love Andre.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think it was just so vulnerable. It was so beautiful the way he wrote it. It's
Hmm.
about him. Uh, like the concept of it was out. He wishes that his mom was still talking to him, and Miss Donda, if you're up there, please tell my mom I said hi and all that
Mm.
stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
so beautiful. It makes me think like, why isn't Andre 3000 dropping music? And
Right.
obviously it could be just because like this is the one thing that kind of inspired him.
Yeah,
Like
because
he,
now
he
he
talks
said,
about.
you were probably about to say it. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say he talks about how he was lost, and all that
Okay.
stuff, and that he was the imagery was like he's been sitting on a blade of grass or on a thing of grass for a while now. He feels like finally getting up, so
Mm.
hopefully that means that he's finally working with, the
Dude.
Kendricks, the Baby Keems. He
He
mentioned
says
Lil
he said he
Baby.
wants he said he wants to work with Tyler. Could you imagine an Andre Tyler a Tyler produced Andre track or something like that? I don't know if you've seen this thing on YouTube, but somebody, someone graciously on the internet, combine some of Andre 3000's most iconic lines, songs, bars, and put it over
Yeah.
Igor beats and
Yes,
made an
I've
entire
seen this.
album by it. And I'm
Incredible.
like, oh, this has already happened. Like, you have to do it in real life now. Like, this has to be a thing. I mean, Andre 3000 and Tyler Creator, it just makes so much sense.
It
And
does. Yeah.
he's a big fan. Obviously, everyone's a big fan of Tyler right now. They probably are. His phone's probably blowing up for rappers wanting to get on a verse.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, he dropped the feature with Maxo Cream. That's incredible.
yeah,
Go check that out. I'm loving this. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it. I love hip hop Tyler more than singing Tyler. I don't know how would you
like
describe
like
Igor Flower Boy
Flower Boy.
type thing.
I like the Flower Boy. I mean, that's
I love it. No,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, but I really love this hardcore.
That's the indie
It's
kid in me. But I
no,
also
yeah,
love the
absolutely.
bars. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just uh like I love when he's able to add nuance to his voice in that way with the indie stuff, with the more
Mm-hmm.
um I don't even really know, alternative R&B type thing,
Yeah.
but just something about his voice on like just the hardest beat possible, him talking about
Hard.
how his shit is glittering like his fingernails, like all that stuff, like it's just so hard to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, so there you go. Those are what we feel like were the hardest verses. If you guys want to let us know
Mm-hmm.
what you got as your hardest verse of the last 2 weeks, maybe we might need to have a verse of the year category on the Our Thoughts Awards.
Don't we have
We have like line of the year. We
line of the
have
year,
yeah. So we might
bar of the year?
bar yeah bar of the year. Yeah, we got a lot of candidates for line of the year actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it earlier. But yeah, let's get into some drops tonight. First
Tonight.
of all, Baby Keem, the
Let's
Melodic
go.
Blue.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, this album cover is beautiful.
Yeah.
If you would you mind pulling it up real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
Swooshing over. But yeah, I in a year where album covers feels like it's been kind of thrown off to the side.
Seriously.
Um, This was amazing. It was poetic. It's beautiful. And we got a peek at the track list too. We'll definitely take a look at that in a second. But yeah, as you can see,
Very cool. I love the
melodic blue.
inclusion of the color bars here. That's something he's been
Yeah.
doing for his latest singles.
Yes.
Um, which I think was really smart. Here's the
Hmm.
track list. Um,
You know,
we got
looks great.
a Don Toliver feature. We got obviously Kendrick Lamar. We got Travis Scott. I feel like he's hiding some though.
Yeah.
I feel like because I'm like, really, like you're gonna release all the songs that have the features in them, like
Mm.
before the album drops. So there
Mm.
could be more. But if not, I'm totally fine with this. Like those are some great features.
Yeah.
So man, I'm super hyped for this. I think that I don't really know if I'm ready or if I know what to expect from this album.
Me neither.
I mean,
Yeah.
judging off of his tweets and that leak, bruh. You heard that, right?
Top of the morning.
Bro, top of the morning, top of the morning. Like, bro, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit.
I want that as my alarm clock from now on.
I know that's, someone said it was like, this is like blue collar, like blue collar flow. It's
Blue
like,
collar flow.
yeah, top of the morning, top of the morning. It's like, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Oh my god, bro! I was like, I don't know what to think of that right now. Like,
Yeah, I definitely want to hear it in context of everything. Just because, what the fuck? Like, what is it? Like, when I heard, I saw a tweet. It was like, new Kendrick leaked. I was
Yeah.
like, and I don't normally check leaks like that, but
right.
I'm curious. I was like, when's Kendrick leak? Like, we haven't heard him in a while, and it's on a Baby Keem album. It's not a Kendrick leak off of the Kendrick album.
Right.
So I'm like, let me check it out. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why am I?
I wanna play it, but I don't think I would be allowed to. But it's just so funny. Like,
Out of
bruh.
context, it reminds me of like you, like how it's like the
Yeah. Bruh.
but but yeah, I'm very excited for this album. I think it's gonna be definitely one of the most memorable albums. I think I want to see what nuances he's ready to add. Like I feel like I've gotten a clear idea of what his identity is, but I want to see how he adds new stuff to it. And I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a really really great album.
Yeah, definitely. I think you brought up a tweet here by Keem saying, "Me and Doc
Yeah.
created 4 new languages, bro. Rap was boring, so we started making new languages."
Bro.
That's what it sounds like, honestly. Like they're rapping in ways that I've never heard anyone rap before. They're
I'm
making
so
shit up
excited.
they're doing some shit that nobody's done before, and like, I mean, this leak, bro. Like, there's so much. I'm like, I don't think we're ready in this time. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like this is gonna take like years for people to be like, okay, yes, this was a classic. Like, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
like
very controversial.
I just think of like Jesus, that
Yeah.
album took a while for people to understand.
A while.
This is gonna be, damn, is Baby Keem about to come up with like a better project than Certified Lover Boy?
Honestly, like,
Like a
based
more
off that
risky-
leak, I'd rather
Yeah.
listen to a top of the morning. The-
I don't know why
Let's
I
get
laugh
this
every
shit.
time you
Let's
do
get
it.
this shit. It's like, it's so random. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. It's like it's just because you think Kendrick, you think he's gonna say something really existential and about like he's gonna contextualize all of humanity, and then he'll just be like, top of the morning. Like, what? Like, I don't know. The duality of Kendrick's mind, bro.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. The duality of man.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, speaking of Kendrick, so first of all, yeah, hype for that Keem album. We'll be on Twitter, be talking about it. But yeah, this a rumor that kind of set the world ablaze, set Twitter ablaze for a quick
Yeah.
second, and then was quickly debunked. I believe you said, right? It was quickly
Yeah.
debunked. That Kendrick Lamar appeared to register a bunch of songs with ASCAP, with ASCAP. Apparently, they're the organization you go to, you submit your songs to for royalties and in order to get copyright stuff and all that, fun stuff that we love talking about with music is filing paperwork. And yeah, here I'll just list off some of the song titles that, again, this was debunked, so this really doesn't mean anything. Before the Hangman's Noose, Comfortable, Director, Fighter Thief in the Night, Fade to Black, Erica Kane, End of the Line, Of Paupers and Poets, Believe, Driving Down the Darkness, End of the Line, and Fell for You.
I can see some of them being real, but
yeah,
I think
which one was your favorite one?
I like the of Poppers and and Poets. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
It sounds like To Pimp a Butterfly, like that
Yeah.
same kind of like playing with the rhythm and what
Yeah.
is it called? Alliteration. I don't know
Right.
if that's what it is.
But yeah, I think somebody I saw on the Kendrick Lamar subreddit, this was debunked. I don't
Okay.
know where they got this information, but that kind of worried me because I'm like, oh shit, if he's registering songs already, like this is about to drop like in the next
Yeah.
couple weeks. But I think we definitely have a little bit more time before the Kendrick album comes out.
Time for what?
Uh,
You know what? So anyways, I think this is debunked. I don't really see again, we don't really need to talk about it too much. So, there you go. It was a fun moment, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah, like Farhan says, trust me, bro.
Can't always believe what you read, but I would have liked to believe that we were getting Kendrick sooner
I
than
know.
later, but we will be getting it. I at least know that. So I sleep peacefully at night knowing Kendrick is working on an album he will give to us.
Cut to 2 years later. You're like,
4 years later.
this Kendrick album, man, it's not happening. We're never
Yeah.
gonna get it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But without further ado,
All right, have we made it? Have we
I
made
think
it
we made it.
to the,
This is
the
about
secret segment?
time for the secret segment. Yes.
Okay.
And so there's been a lot of talk about, Donda or Certified Lover Boy. And what I want to do is have you and the audience answer that question many times, but under the context of guess Donda or Certified Lover Boy by the negative review.
Oh,
So a little, it's not game night, but we got games for you. We got games for you.
all
you
right,
know?
little challenge.
Yeah. So, if you haven't been at one of our game night streams, basically, I'm gonna read out a review and I'm gonna post it in the chat. And Matt here is going to guess. Well, with your help, as always, with the chat's help,
Okay.
you're gonna guess: is it Donda? Is it Certified Lover Boy? Based on this review. So we'll see how that goes. Go ahead real quick. If you've made it this far, go ahead and leave a like on the stream, and check us out. Check out all our videos. But anyways,
Let's do it.
I'm
ready. I'm ready.
All right. Let me see. Which one do I want to go with first? Okay.
Let's get some game music going. All right, there we go.
I love it. So let's go with this one. This one is all right. This one's by Albert Freeman.
Okay.
35 out of 100. This album smells like ego. It's a little warm-up one. It's not, it's quick and simple.
This album smells like ego. 35.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty low.
Yeah.
Then
And that's one of the higher reviews on this.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I think certified. Oh, chat saying certified lover boy immediately.
Yep.
I was gonna say
Okay.
that, so I guess I'll lock that in.
Certified Lover Boy is
Yeah.
correct. That is 1 point on the board. And because I feel like this will go a little quicker, I have 15 ready for you guys. So
Oh, shit,
this will,
okay.
because there's
Lightning
only two
round.
choices.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that's kind of crazy though. You think about somehow Drake has more of an ego on an album than Kanye, the biggest
Right?
ego of all time.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah. Here we go. This one's kind of funny. Okay. Number 2. I've initially rated this album a 6, but I took the liberty to decrease the rating by 1 point each time blank had been an attention whore during this album rollout.
This is definitely Kanye. I mean,
Yeah, we're logging that in?
yeah. I mean, the rollout was barely anything of bringing attention to Drake.
It was just the billboards.
Just a billboard, blank billboards.
yeah.
Definitely Donda. Definitely Donda.
Donda is correct.
Let's
wow,
go.
2 for 2.
Boom,
so
boom.
far. Let's keep this streak going here.
Chat is 2 for 2 as well.
Yes. I feel like everyone's been kind of on the same page.
Okay.
And far on the blank was Kanye. So yeah. Number 3, bloated, contradictory, and in desperate need of medication. The album, on the other hand, is just a big mess. Timbo with 50 out of 100. Hey, and J Dot, way too sexy for the chat. Thank you.
Hey, oh damn, I just saw that. J Dot
Yeah.
is back on the leaderboard right here.
Look at that.
Let's kick Mason out of here. He's not even here.
Yeah, after a couple weeks of people were coming for the throne, but J Dot's back, and feels like he's better than ever.
Yes.
Anyways,
Okay, let me reread
Yeah.
this. So, bloated, contradictory, and in desperate need of medication. The album is, on the other hand, is just a big mess. I don't agree when people say this, but people always bring up saying like Kanye didn't take his meds today and shit like that.
it's a weird joke to make.
Yeah.
It's a very insensitive joke.
But Chat is spitting Donda chant right now. True. I'm gonna go with Donda. I think that's sounding a lot like a Kanye hater right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 for 3
Ooh.
for the OurThoughts chat and Matt. For
Boom.
Matt and the OurThoughts chat, that's gonna be your band name.
All right. Yeah. The crew.
Yeah. This one I just wanted to give you guys just because I mentioned it earlier, and damn, I messed up and I mentioned it. So coming up, lesbian music.
Oh. What was the score?
It was a 0 out of 100. A lot of
Oh,
these,
shit.
if I didn't include the score, it was a 0.
Damn. Oh, Jim the Potato. Oh, Jim the Potato
Coming
with the
back.
with the rebuttal.
Bow.
I forgot. Damn.
Came in.
Get off my
Okay.
throne, J Dot. New beef. New beef.
Oh shit, we thought it was Mason Goldberg and Jim. Now it's Jim and J Dot. Okay, the J's.
Oh shit! Look at the chat. Okay, chat's going on. They're saying certified lover boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds,
Said
lesbian
that you
music.
were lesbian.
Yeah.
I mean, me.
Let's lock
me
that
too.
in. Let's lock that in.
4-4. God damn.
Boom! We are killing it right now. We are
I
killing
feel
it.
it's a great day today for you guys. Damn.
I know y'all are on.
Here we go. Let me try to shake it up real quick. Let me try to shake something up.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
Oh, J Dot. Nah. Damn, bro. I don't know. We got some beef starting.
Oh boy. Damn. Okay. I didn't know that this was gonna be a game night and also like a versus.
Dude, there's a lot of competition happening right now.
I love it. Damn. Okay, here we go. So this one's a two-parter, so be prepared to read it as such.
Okay.
I keep circling back to that term low quality music. It's a gross term and it's deeply cynical, but I can't escape the feeling that for all of the hype, I just don't feel anything from what feels like an industry product than a fully developed idea.
Ooh.
That was Spectrum Pulse, 40 out of 100.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's certified lover boy because I feel like Donna was it didn't feel very industry, you know. It's pretty experimental. It was pretty different.
Very artful.
Yeah. Whereas I would say certified lover boy was purely for the industry, purely for mainstream, consumption.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'll give the chat a moment. I'll let them have get their votes in.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got a couple for Donda. We got 3 for Donda. We got 4 for certified lover boy right now.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I'm thinking certified lover boy. Since that makes the most sense to me. So
Yeah.
I'll lock that in.
Locking in Certified Lover Boy would be incorrect. So there goes
Wow.
4 out of 5. They said Donda. Yeah, Donda is low quality music.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? It was. I was like very like. Are you sure you got the right album? when
Yeah.
I was reading this. Yeah. So. Yeah. Did not expect that, but
Industry
here we are.
product. What industry, bro? All right.
Yeah. I really don't get it, but
All right.
here we are.
I have to remember that
And,
these people are kind of dumb who's reviewing.
Yeah, user reviews, man, they can be all over the place. So
Yeah.
here we go. Next one. I don't know. Donda.
What was the score for this one?
Donda. Again, if I didn't put a score, it's 0 out of 100.
Oh.
So
No. Locking in certified lover boy. No.
yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe this is actually I don't know. I think this could be certified lover boy.
Yeah.
because this sounds like some Kanye fan going on to review Certified Lover Boy and just spamming Donda in the chat and giving
Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy a 0.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Chat's saying Certified Lover Boy, so
You're locking it in?
I mean, yeah.
You guys got it, man.
Yeah.
I thought maybe that would be one where I could guys, you know, you'd be like, oh, Donda, of course.
No.
Like, it would
Reverse
be Donda.
psychology.
I love it. I love it. All right, so you guys are 5 for 6. That's like the
Okay.
best hit rate I think you guys have had up to this point. So
Yeah,
congrats.
we're doing well.
Yeah, let's go with this one. Plot twist, copy that from Genius instead. Yeah. Next one coming up, probably more boring and awkward than Scorpion.
Probably Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Drake albums. More boring and awkward than Scorpion. Yeah, Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah. Incorrect. I don't know what world they're living in that Donda is
What?
boring and awkward compared to Scorpion.
Why are they comparing it to Scorpion?
I don't know, and I love that it's still a 30 out of 100.
Random.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah, this person Jiro94 thinks Scorpion's a better album than Donda. And,
Okay. but not
whatever.
But not Certified Lover Boy. That's interesting.
Yeah, I want to see their review for Certified Lover Boy. I want to take a look at that for sure
Dumb
later
review.
tonight. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Sorry, give me a second. I'd commit arson on an orphanage and become a communist before I even think of coming back to this album and giving it anything above a 0.
Whoa.
Also, Alex, I really like that question.
I also like that. I like that question too, Alex.
Yeah.
This person really hated this album.
Yeah.
And there's people are saying Certified Lover Boy. It's like, I don't know. I don't think, there was hate for Donda for sure. But it was mostly like, oh, Donda's mid. Or like, it's not that good. I don't think anyone would be this pressed over Donda compared to Certified Lover Boy.
But then again, sometimes people just hate Kanye to the point where it's
people
like,
are just dumb.
Yeah, again, we're not talking about the average consumer. We're talking about random people who are putting user reviews and
okay.
But
okay.
Am I just playing tricks? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So
well, okay. So right now, chat. There's more Certified Lover Boys than Donda right now.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I'll trust the chat for now. I'll lock in Certified Lover Boy.
Put another point up on the board. That's 6 out of 8.
Hey, not bad. Not
man.
bad.
Feel it's a really great
It's a good run
you guys are having. Yeah. Here we go. Let's go with this one right here. This one's a fun one. Again, 2-parter. Okay. Are we really just gonna sit here and pretend like this is up to any standard of critical analysis whatsoever? This album sounds like a demo tape. It's terrible. I feel like I'm not hearing the same project everybody else is, and that's a 20 out of 100.
Damn. I'm gonna go with Donda because when I see demo tape, that brings up the
how unpolished it is.
Yeah, the issues with the production.
Okay.
Yeah, I do agree. It's pretty rough, especially compared to like the Kanye's past albums, like Mighty Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. So everyone's saying Donda. We'll go with Donda. We'll lock that in.
They just keep doing it, man. They keep doing it. 8 for 10.
Let's go.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm so happy for you guys. Let's see how this one goes. Crazy how all of my ex-girlfriends are on the album cover.
Donda, because this person has never dated anyone.
God damn it! I don't know what. I thought that was gonna be a fucking good one, but here we are at 9 for 11.
Yo, wait, really? Oh,
Sheesh.
shit.
God damn,
Let's go, bro.
That's crazy. I thought that was for sure gonna throw you off. But here we are, man.
Damn, that was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Because, man, that was a good one. I liked that one.
Man, you killed that. You killed that. Here we go.
I saw the meme. I recognized it.
All right, here we go. Let's see how this one goes. I'm just letting you know they came in hot on this question. Ready?
Okay.
Donda or CLB? Bro, which one do you think is better, Donda or CLB? This question is sadly already getting thrown around when it isn't even fucking close, because this album is the most lazy shit I've heard. That is from Tyler the Cornball. 28 out of 100. Yeah, what are we thinking?
Donda or Silver Liberal isn't even close. This album is the most lazy shit I have heard.
And we're gonna assume that this guy's a Tyler fan.
Yeah.
Tyler the Cornball.
Well, then probably Certified Lover Boy. I mean, Tyler fans are Kanye fans. So, I mean, Tyler fans booed Drake at at Camp Flogna. All right.
So, yeah, we're logging in Certified.
Let's see. How many Certifieds do we have in the chat? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's across the board, Certified.
All right, guys. All right. I'll go with you guys. Let's go. We'll lock in that Certified Lover Boy.
10 for 12.
Yo.
You guys are amazing right now.
We're killing it. We're killing it.
Doing so good. We got, I believe, 3 more. Let's see. We got 3 more. Yeah, 3 more.
Okay. We got this. Let's close it out.
All right, this one. Most disappointing thing since a universal perception of my existence. Once I turned 12. Once I turned 12. All this stupid fucking hype for nothing. A bunch of generic STEM compilations. Fuck off. 0 out of 100.
Oh my god. This dude put his whole existence into question.
Yeah, and also, I guess his life started at age 12. I don't know what happened 11 years before that.
Most disappointing thing since the universal perception of my existence. What does that even mean? Once I turned 12, all of a sudden at 12 years old, he understood the universe?
That's like when people are like, oh, you got to protect your energy, gaslighting, blah, blah, blah. Like they do all those like fun words that people use to describe their energy.
Yeah.
You know? Universal perception of my existence.
Gaslight, girl boss, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Damn. I mean, he brings up stems. That makes me think of Donda, since he had that stem machine anyway. Yeah. So, damn, that dude who said that. Yeah, that dude was definitely fucking out of pocket for that review.
Yeah, this is crazy.
0. Fuck off. 0 out of 100. Okay. Someone said, all right. People saying Donda. I agree with that. I'll say Donda for this one.
Ring up another one for him, man. We got
too easy.
What is it? 11 out of 13.
Boom.
Oh. Very nice, very nice. Let's go with this, the penultimate one.
All right.
The red herring. An artist who pushes back an album's release date is already ruining the album. This most assuredly happened here, or the songs were eating shit. That's very interesting because both albums were pushed back multiple times.
True.
However, which one do you feel, honestly, it doesn't even matter like if it's reasonable or if it matches the description most. It could just be this person.
True.
Chugga chugga.
Chugga. True.
J Dot again, out of pocket but in his bag. That's a bar.
Oh,
I like that.
That is a bar. Thank you for the bar.
Yes.
Thank you for the $4.99 as well, J Dot. Back. Ooh, J Dot is clearing that board right now. Jimbo the Potato is getting pushed off.
I feel like it's OurThoughts summer again with the way J Dot's ruling the.
That true. J Dot did rule the OurThoughts summer on the leaderboard at least.
Yeah.
Okay. An artist who pushed back his album's release date is already ruining the album. This most absurdly happened here, or the songs originally were eating shit. This is hard because they definitely were both pushed back.
Yeah. Got some people in the chat saying Donda. We got Jamie Edwards and Lockney, RX Lockney. What's up, man? I hope you're. I don't know if I've seen you in the on a previous stream, but what's up? Luke says certified.
Certified Lover Boy. I don't know, because I feel like, yeah, like Certified Lover Boy was definitely pushed back like 9 months, but that was the only time it was pushed back. Whereas I feel like Donda was notoriously pushed back, you know, like,
Yeah.
And so that's why I feel like that's why they would bring that up at all, because you know, you push back, you know, nobody really talked about, oh, like Drake, what the fuck, why you push back Certified Lover Boy. No one, you know, nobody was really talking about that because it ended up actually coming out, you know, eventually. Whereas Donda had like what, 3 different release dates that were all scrapped until the last one when it was against Kanye's will.
Yeah.
So that's making me think Donda.
Yeah. We're locking in Donda.
All right, y'all. Jamie Edwards. We got a couple other people saying Donda. Let's lock in Donda for this question.
I thought this was gonna be the one. I thought this was gonna be the one that fucked you guys up, but congrats, you guys.
Goated.
Nailed it so far.
Let's go.
But let's see how this last one goes.
All right.
I saved the best for last.
Okay.
And by the best, I mean this is actually gonna be a little switch up. This is a positive review,
Okay.
and I want to see if what you guys think this could be. So you're gonna be guessing which album it is by a positive review. This one. Never subtle, but always entertaining. This album is a wild ride, a roller coaster that clicks into gear just as the world begins to reopen. It's by the music god, 72 out of 100.
Never subtle, but always entertaining. This has got to be Donda.
Yeah.
Khaled. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, because Drake and Kanye both are not very subtle.
Both of these albums were pretty self-serving.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot of them were very much ego boosts, you know?
Right. But
a wild ride, a roller coaster that clicks into gear.
I mean, I had more of a wild ride listening to Donda than I did Certified Lover Boy. To me, Drake's album was a little bit of snooze. So
I mean, ask academics.
That's
crazy to me.
Can we show that clip, please?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hold on, Jamie. Let's bring up that clip. Hold on.
Hey, Lockney, thank you so much for turning on that notification bell. We got a lot of content coming through. Like I said at the beginning, man. When it rains, it pours.
Appreciate you so much, bro.
It's gonna be raining.
Hold on, y'all. I need y'all to see this. This is my favorite clip of all the memes and everything that came out during the Certified Lover Boy and the Drake beef. This gotta be the best clip of the week.
And also keep in mind, Ack is like the biggest Drake stan ever, right?
Oh yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah, I don't need to explain that, but yeah, here we go.
5 is Drake.
Hold on.
Because my top 5 is Drake. You ain't doing a shit, nigga.
And
You
then,
just talking a whole lot of shit for no fucking reason.
here it comes.
I just want to know what all these niggas is talking about.
Oh, he's going off.
Because Drake is all y'all niggas' daddy. That's a fact.
Oh, that's a fact.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Talk to him.
Minutes later.
This is
2 hours later.
brother. Bruh.
That is
Bruh.
such a bad look, bro.
Could you imagine falling asleep on stream?
That's crazy. And also listening to someone who
Is better than your top 5.
yeah. Who's better than your top 5, and also that you link with, you talk with, your whole job is to hype him up and be his propaganda, right? You know, it's like you know, Shannon Sharp with LeBron, or
Yeah.
like us with the Weeknd. It's like if we had a live stream listening to a Weeknd album, we're like, the Weeknd is the top artist of all time. Like you guys don't even know, best artist in Michael Jackson. Cut to us sleeping during the dawn. It's such a bad look, bro. I
So
love
fucking
it.
funny. So
Yeah.
funny, bro. He gets up, he's like, "Oh shit, I fell asleep." Like, bro. Thought you were riding for Drake. Thought he was
I
just
know.
better than your top 5.
Such a bad look.
Oh
bro.
my
I
god,
love it.
so fucking funny.
But yeah. Anyways, back to our game.
Sorry,
night.
I just had to bring that up. I had to
No,
bring
that's
that up.
incredible. Yeah, I love that clip. I'm so happy we were
Okay.
able to find a way to bring that up on the stream. But here, I'll post it again.
Yeah, post
Again, this is a positive review. Never subtle, but always entertaining. This album is a wild ride, a roller coaster that clicks into gear just as the world begins to reopen. It's like poetic.
Yeah, this is a great review.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Donda for this one. I'm gonna lock in Donda. I feel like that's definitely a wild ride. Not very subtle. It's very I don't know, self-aware. And I feel like it does kind of click into gear. Whereas
More entertaining.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Donda. Locking in Donda.
Well, Donda is incorrect. Certified Lover Boy is incorrect. Luke actually got it. It was Khaled.
No way, bro.
It was DJ Khaled. Never subtle, but always entertaining. This album is a wild ride, a roller coaster, clicks into gear just as the world begins to reopen.
Wow,
DJ
Luke.
Khaled's most recent album.
Wow.
But he said then like serious answer, Donda or whatever.
The fact that was the first thing that was said was Khaled. That's
I
hella
was
funny.
sweating bullets. Because I was like, bro, did he read this review before? Like, what the fuck is going
What
on
the
here?
fuck?
This is Doc Leak? Like, what happened here? But bro,
Wow. Props to Luke. Finally, the Khaled meme comes to fruition and earns you the point.
yes.
I think Luke is the real winner. Because
Yeah, I know, Luke, you're not on the leaderboard right now, but just know in our hearts,
you're up
number
here.
one.
You're on number 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh,
What a
man.
way to end it.
You know, I had to cue one last DJ Khaled out.
Right.
You know, just for the one time. But yeah.
I will never question you again, Luke. That was you pulled through at the last second.
Yeah, I remember he mentioned there was another time the Drake Diddy beef thing from the last game night. He said that it was a similar thing where he got it right and he was like, bro, I promise you it's this one. But yeah, man,
Dude,
there you go.
Luke is good. Luke is good at the reviews.
He's got it, man. So
Funny.
yeah, there you go. There's our guest Donda or certified, you know, little quick impromptu game night type thing. You guys did amazing.
That was great. We got what was our final score?
It was like 12 out of 14. I'm not gonna count the last one. You guys had no. Well, I guess for Luke, since Luke
for
got
Luke.
it right, we have to count it.
I guess
So-
so.
12 for 15.
Okay.
Still really good.
Okay.
Our
That's
best
pretty good.
score. I think this is our high score for a game type thing. Yes, son. We are proud of
Finally
you for
feed me
once.
and give me a hug. Sorry, bro. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I will finally say that I love you, son. So there's that. Take that for what you will. But hugs, feeding, no.
Yeah, 13
Yeah.
for 15 for you, Luke. Great job. You beat everyone.
You beat everyone. I doubt anyone had a higher score than that. Unless
Yeah.
you did, then good job.
Unless someone else somehow thought Khaled, but Luke was the only one to say it, so.
Yeah.
Damn.
There you go, guys. Really fun. I think this is a really great stream, guys. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming through. We had a lot to talk about. I love the fact that we have music to talk about. You know, regardless of if it's good, bad, mid. I just love the fact that we have music from big artists who we
Right.
like, and we have more music from Baby Keem coming out. We'll keep
Tonight.
an eye out for tonight. Keep an eye
And
out for Kendrick.
Playboy Cardi too, right?
I feel like that's just Luke trolling, bro.
No, because Playboy Cardi posted his Narcissist album.
Oh, it's an album? I thought it was just a single.
Is it? Oh, that's on the 13th. Never mind. People are saying it's an album. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember because Iggy. I remember people posted a tweet like Iggy Azalea was like, "Oh, like it's hard dating a narcissist," and then the very next day or like a week after Playboy Cardi was like Narcissist coming out
Yeah.
13th
Yeah.
or whatever.
I don't know. I mean, because I'm seeing people buying, like, maybe that's the name of the tour for a whole lot of red, but I see people buying tickets for the Narcissist tour. So I'm like, what? I don't know. Playboy Cardi's doing something, but tonight we on Baby Keem, bro. I'm excited to see this new language him and Kendrick have somehow created.
We're gonna hear a new Kendrick song again,
bro.
dude. It's
I'm
incredible.
hyped. Top of the morning,
Yeah.
bro. Top of the morning. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit,
man.
All right. Top of the morning. Let's get this shit.
God, I already know I'm gonna hear that. I'm gonna be listening to that first thing every day when I have to make that commute. Like, you know, all right, top of the morning. You know, we're good.
I'm like, what is that whole song? Is he like, top of the morning, brushing my teeth, combing my hair, combing my hair,
It's just him talking about his day, bro. I need to hear what Kendrick's talking about.
eating the cereal. Let's get this shit. On the school bus. First period.
Kendrick's gonna be rapping about his time on the school bus.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yo, this is what Khaled wanted. No mysterious shit.
No mysterious.
Top of the
shit.
morning. All right.
As you can tell, we're very excited, man. I don't know, man. Hey, Curry, real quick, that blue texture looks really great on you. I really like that, and also a miracle, obviously.
Yeah.
I love that blue
Shout
text on you guys.
Shout out to our mods. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, go ahead and post your social medias in the chat. You know, go ahead and follow our mods. They're really great. You guys are like some
Always
of the best
active.
follows on Twitter. Some of my faves. You guys keep me up to date on certain stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. Go follow them. We got stuff cooking up. We're going to be recording videos very soon. The DONDA stuff, the CLB stuff.
Yes.
You know, some other stuff, hopefully. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. So go ahead, drop your links down below. But that does do it for us this week. This was a great stream. Love that little surprise segment.
Hey, man.
I'm down for more surprise segments or just more fun stuff. I think having a little game at the end is always fun. So
Yeah.
Super excited to release those 2 reviews. You guys better run those up because I know they're highly anticipated. Alex, your question did not go unacknowledged. That's all I'll say.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's all I'll say. So appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys are interested in us talking about for next stream, stuff like that. Appreciate you. There we go. There are the socials coming through. Follow our mods on Twitter.
Yes.
And but that about does it for us. Appreciate you guys. Baby Keem tonight. Hopefully Kendrick soon.
Yes.
Videos dropping next week.
Yes.
Anything else? I'm pooped out. That was a stressful game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely feel very. This was a journey. This stream, like a very fun journey.
It was a journey.
Thank you for coming through. Take care, everyone. Hope everyone's listening to some great music. You know, vibing, and we'll see you guys next week.
For sure. I'm gonna be looking out. Mason Goldberg better be here. He's got some work to do. So.
Yes, we gotta talk to Mason, man.
Yeah.
He chose the wrong week to take an off week. So.
Right. Maybe he's making that bread. Maybe he'll come back stronger than ever.
Maybe we'll see. He comes in straight up $50. Slinging.
Fuck around, find out. All right, y'all. That about does it for us. My voice is going out, so I think I'll cut it. But appreciate you guys. Catch you guys next week. Donda review, Certified Lover Boy review coming out.
Bam.
Next week, and we'll see you later. But after that, we'll see you next stream. Peace.
Let's go.